Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios. It is Memorial Day, the 23rd weekly wing it on the year 2023, and we're here to wrap up the long weekend. And we'll first start off with the co-host, and then we'll go through the chat. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Quack.
Billy Bob, how's the kapla today?
Kapla. Jose finally figured out how to get his computer to work.
Oh yeah, the way he comments, I figure he knew how it worked.
Nope.
He's all over them comments better than I could ever be.
I was trying to help him some with it, but I could only do so much.
He asked me, Otter, and I was like, I don't even fucking own.
Don't you do everything through phone?
Laptop. Huh?
Don't you do everything through phone?
No, I have a laptop and shit, but I don't got no gaming laptop.
Oh, gotcha. And Otter, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. It's been a long weekend full of rest, reading, watching good movies, a little bit of writing here and there, but I'm trying to get back into the groove, at least when it comes to that area.
Nice.
And other than that, I can't complain myself.
All right. And James Esparza. James, how's things coming along for you?
Oh, it's coming along. I was working on a story today. I just started working on a brand new story for next month as I'm putting the final touches on this story for this month. So I'm just really putting the pedal to the metal and trying to keep fast coming.
Yeah, I got to do the same because I still haven't read your last story. Twice yesterday, I actually sat down to try to start reading it, and things happened. So I was like, I'm almost there. I'll get to it.
Yeah, stuff happens, man. Life. So we're going.
Yeah, twice I had it up on my screen, sitting down, ready to go, and then
life finds a way.
Yeah, no kidding. Herman, how you doing tonight? Oh, wait, let's check. What does your label say tonight? Hedge Central. All right.
I'm broadcasting you from Head Central, man.
Where's that located?
It's located in my back room that we're redoing to make it not look like the hole that it is.
You're making it look like a hedge?
Oh, I wish. No, but there's lots of wood, so
he's going to do up his whole studio to recreate one of those scenes from Over the Hedge where RJ fights the bear.
Yeah, and I'm going to put up metrosexual lighting at some point.
Oh, we got to see you go. What was the name of that squirrel? He drank the energy drink and time stopped for him.
So, but yeah, and then I'll talk like this, like all the time.
Oh no.
But you already talk like that all the time.
I do not.
Don't talk like that all the time because James already lives in California and he's got to probably hear that nonstop.
Well, I work from home, so I don't get out.
Oh, okay. So you're cool.
Yeah. I live in the desert part of California. We got farmland pretty close.
All right. And
but
the ghost of Redoubt is here. We are being haunted.
Boo.
Beware.
Yeah, my brain's mush college finals. But I'm here in spirit.
Is that why I'm seeing a brick wall?
Oh no, that's a whole other different conversation we might get into tonight.
I think that might be the portrait that Kingpin in the Daredevil series loved to just stare at because it reminded him of his old hole.
Dude, all we are is but another brick in the wall.
Just dust in the wind, dude.
Dust in the wind, dude. Philosophize with him, dude.
Whoa.
We're just crumbly mortar holding those bricks together.
Socrates.
Down in the chat, we got A.S. Bernard. What's going on? He says, evening, everyone. We got Herman double dipping down there. And where did I get that term double dipping when it comes to the chat? From this guy, A Drink with Crazy. Says, don't give in to the Metro lighting. What are you drinking tonight, Royce?
Metro lighting.
Hammy is the squirrel's name. Thank you, Skunks Workshop. How you doing? Yeah, he says, be a real man. Paint the wall.
Actually, I got a funny story. As I told you, I just started writing a story today because we finished the other one.
Yeah.
But because he just said Metro, I was actually already working on another story for like 2 weeks and was already halfway done. I'm like, wait a minute, this takes place in the same spot as my last one. I can't have that. I gotta put this somewhere else and come back to it in 4 months.
Yeah, you gotta stagger
You
it
gotta
out a
keep up
little
the
bit.
I gotta keep up the variety. You can't keep. You got a wide world. You can't have all your stories take place.
Well, sometimes those half-baked ideas, you can keep them in the back of your mind if you feel like they're incomplete, and usually they'll resurface somewhere down the line and make something all the much better.
Mango cart. Yes, I got a book
Oh
full of
my
dumb
god.
ideas. Mango cart. Quack.
Super Mango Kart 64.
So we now know what the other two Isom books are, or Rippaverse books.
Yeah.
Listen, I am surprised that it was a Yaira book, but I wasn't surprised who the writers were. He was a big fan of their Black Widow run and stuff, and he
Mhm.
really liked them and shit. And he talked about them like over a year ago. So it doesn't surprise me at all that they're writing for him. I was just surprised it was a Yaira book.
Actually, we shouldn't be surprised because I mean, he
Doesn't
kind of
he drink Budweiser?
made a big deal out of her twice through that first issue without giving us much background, so we know she's going to be a big deal. The fact that they're coming out so soon is kind of surprising. Who was it? I heard somebody talking the other day and said the biggest shock is that the Alpha Core is one of the first to come out.
Why would
I think
that
it was
be?
yesterday somebody
one
said
I
that.
thought was for sure
Just-
would have been one.
Just so you know, I changed my avatar to Bryce's 4 favorite beers.
I saw you switching through there. It was like you keep
Yeah,
reincarnating your
Royce,
avatar like Doctor Who's.
He's calling you a fruit, Royce.
I'll have a cranberry Manhattan beer, please.
He is a person of fruity persuasion.
Oh, when he really wants to go hardcore, he reaches for the Zima.
Oh, God.
So did you
That's
back?
okay. I got no
Ghost
room to
of
talk. I don't
Badlands?
drink.
What?
Did you back Ghost of the Badlands?
No, I sadly did not. I gotta be honest. I completely forgot about it. Like I'm not around. I'm not alive anymore. I can't back things.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You can get it off the publisher's website later on.
Oh, cool.
So anyone who missed out on the campaign can still get the book later on.
Yeah, it was
Still
like the South
amazes me
Park
that's
meme.
347,000 raised in total.
It's Razor
Yep.
Fist.
Jesus Christ.
He went all through Comics Day. He went to F&T, a bunch of other podcasts and shit.
Just seeing that being funded in real time, it was, what was it, like 4 or so hours before it met its original goal?
It was less than 24 hours. It was like 100,000 or something like that.
Yeah, something insane like that.
To the point where they had to make up new stretch goals because he didn't realize how big it was going to get.
Hey, I think running out of stretch goals is a pretty damn good thing.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
good sign.
That's a sign you're winning.
Yeah. So which upcoming book from Rippaverse are you guys most excited for? I mean, obviously
Isom
2, and then there's the Alpha Core, and then Yaira. So Billy Bob, Isom 2, you said.
Yeah, because it's coming out or the campaign's launching next month, and I want to see how the story unfolds from part 1.
Yeah, he set a lot of things up that are just begging for payoffs. So we'll see where
Yep.
it goes. Well, there's going to be 3 issues.
Yeah, 3
altogether?
for the ill-advised arc is 3 parts. So we'll be getting the second one and then the third one, of course. And he what was it, his community updates on like YouTube, the page. He's already, I think, writing and stuff for the third Isom.
Oh, that's just way too postable. Thank you for that, Herman.
Oh, there's Jose.
Oh, sweet. Sorry for being late. Now the trolling will begin. And I
now the
believe you.
trolling can commence.
What is a stream without some trolling?
It's called boring.
You're not wrong.
All right. Royce says, I won't be excited until Norfolka. That I hate to admit it. They gave us nothing on Norfolka, and that's who I'm most hyped for myself. I don't know how that worked, but just something about them was enough of a hook.
Hold up.
I think it's the cosmic aspect.
No. Royce is excited because it's a bunch of half-naked men. That's why. See, if he was smart, he would have said Yaira, the obviously beautiful woman.
Hey, who used the blue paint job on his wall as a blue screen to superimpose stuff for a meme? Who was that? We should have him go and superimpose Royce in standing there with Norfolka for that pose.
No. It's got to be a meme. You got to take basically all the Norfolka heads and place them on. You know the meme with the black dudes and the one white chick. Put all of Norfolka heads up there. You put Royce there.
Hilarity ensues.
Oh,
Why isn't Royce in here?
Uh,
Royce should be in here.
He was doing something with Sun Tea.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
He can do both. He's young. Filled with
If he walks in
Vim,
here, he'll be
vigor,
walking
and
into
energy.
a crossfire.
Oh yeah, and I showed you.
yeah,
that,
but he walks into that crossfire, takes it, and then he becomes the biggest voice afterwards. So he knows what he's doing. He knows how to play the crowd.
Fear the
Wrangler, you
day.
got to pull up the Little Mermaid comic in case no one's seen it.
But I'm having fun with ISOM. I don't want
You
to
have one
my
now.
evening.
My head.
All right, let me get that up here. Do you have the
It's
link
on
handy,
the-
or-
It's on the what is it? Fund My Comics website. Where it's at. Otter, I am gonna back it, man.
Oh yeah, the artwork is really good for that. The action and the titties are a nice
Found it.
bonus. It looks like
cover-
a really fun concept, and especially with the timing with the Little Mermaid live action remake coming along, I think it's a great alternative to endorse.
Oh, I'm backing it. I'm backing it for the meme. Only for the meme.
Yeah, go down to the covers.
So far, it's like 3 solid reasons to back this project.
Yeah. Dude, the first and the third cover are my favorite ones. I might end up getting both of them.
Is this the?
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
Go
that's,
down.
that's. Oh, here we go. Can we expand that? You know what, I could just expand the screen there. Actually, let me get our
And that's
ugly
like the
mugs
main
out of the
cover.
way.
Like, damn.
That's the first cover. The other ones are pretty good as well. The third one's
Well, I've
pretty
seen
good.
the other ones. But this is the primary one. Just damn the detail.
Yeah.
So much going on.
No, I think I was probably telling you, Billy Bob, before the show started. Sonnet, Haley's co-creator, huge Little Mermaid fan, and it just so happens her middle name is Ariel. She even has a tattoo of Ariel on her arm. So I showed her this yesterday, and
Uh-huh.
she started laughing.
Hey, Skunk.
She's
can you tell
interested.
us if the trailer's got sound or copyrighted music, because if not, we can play it in a bit.
Yeah, I think I just once again threw away my dream of a family-friendly show tonight. But hey.
In record time, no less.
Yeah, that went
Yeah,
straight
this
out
is a
the
new
window.
record. Thank you, Ultimate Kahuna, for the new record.
Specifically, the 2 big kahunas on screen.
I always Gazungas. I always thought the record would be held by Billy Bob Sack, but
See, I thought Billy said the Little Mermaid. I didn't hear him say the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, it's still the Little Mermaid. It's an adaptation of it.
Yeah, but
A
we must
retelling it.
define the difference.
That says it all. WTF, right? Says, don't worry, all will be explained. While we have plotted in elements that can lead to sequels, this is a self-contained story with a complete arc for our characters. Speaking of our characters, this wouldn't be a preview without a sneak peek at our main protagonist, now would it? It's our pleasure to introduce you to Coral, AR-13L. Also say hello to her little friend, Sebastian. Oh, Stabastion.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Oh,
Of
did you
course.
see the tagline? The
Thanks, Ben.
go up that was on the thing. The one of the taglines was, I think, it was on the comic.
I think they
It's a
just
little
got
cover.
funded yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
they're doing
things
good.
get more dangerous down where it's wetter.
No, I am
Oh, yeah.
trying to secure the date, but I am pretty sure we're going to have some of those, some of the team members for this on IronAge nights in June.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That would be
Trying to-
great.
Trying to nail that down. Pixel's super busy. Pixel Trader is super busy, so he kind of gets back to me when he can. But yeah,
You know,
Yeah, and
Pixel Trader is the guy behind Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. I'm the co-host.
oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
So if you need to drop a name, drop a name.
Right. Okay.
This shit just looked fucking hilarious. I'm buying it.
I feel the best creations right now start with the meme going, that is the dumbest shit ever. Wait a minute.
I think it's fun what they were doing with this. I love it. That's why I did that video last Thursday about it, and I'm just like, especially because like all the Little Mermaid reviews and stuff are coming out, and I was like, all right, this is definitely the day to do it. Like, this could not have worked out better. And so yeah, I was like, nah, she definitely got a good makeover in this one. So
Still technically accurate to the adaptations. Yeah, the original.
Was she described with red hair in the original, or do you mean the Disney?
The original Disney, she was red hair. In the original book, she was blonde.
Okay.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't long
Just
before
a-
that Little
just-
Mermaid came out. That Splash came out, and Daryl Hannah was this blonde mermaid, so they wanted to differentiate.
Oh, I mean,
That's what I
no.
heard. I haven't looked that up to verify, but I've heard that going around. So I
Well, it's
don't
one of-
see why not to accept it. It seems very plausible.
Well, this is still dunking on Disney's, latest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's great. It's
Cocaine
great.
Shark.
Cocaine Shark.
Yeah.
No, I get the sequels mapped out. After Cocaine Bear, they need to do the sequel, Cocaine Giraffe. But then they'll wrap it up with the final one called Cocaine Chihuahua, the real evil.
I would put down
God.
solid
Oh, no,
money for
Heroin
Cocaine
Badger.
Sasquatch.
Oh God.
Oh, your fan club is here too, Royce.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. I got live chat pulled up right now. So, oh man, no, no, I don't know if you guys saw the comment because I was transitioning over to this to the computer from the phone. But like, yeah, Yaira's not a big titty goth
He
girl.
said transitioning.
Well, hey, man, hey, I gotta recognize the trans Herman in the group. In my words, I guess. No, I was like, no, Yaira's not a big titty goth girl. She's a bland white woman. Like, she looks
a
like
big
every other
titty white woman. So
she's
not that
she
scary.
looks like every other white woman that's drawn in comics. Blonde. And can we get some like tattoos and piercings and like, some personality on these bitches, or is it all just
Yeah, but Royce, once you start
Right
getting
here.
tattoos, piercings, you usually end up like an SJW character.
I mean,
I
she isn't
don't-
exactly a goth girl, but at
you
the very
haven't
least,
met my wife.
she's big tittied and she has a minigun. I mean, those
No,
are
I'm-
pretty solid reasons.
Royce, I'm talking specifically about in like comics and stuff.
Well, yeah, but it
And, like,
doesn't well, it didn't used to be like
give
that
him a
though.
slight-
That's
Oh
the-
yeah, I
Nowadays,
remember the
it does.
days. I remember the days when it used to be like that. I'd look at a girl and she have different color hair. That meant she liked to party. Eventually, I was like,
Right.
all right. Hey,
Nowadays,
girl,
you're
wanna
just
go to
like,
the
I'm not
movies?"
into that kind of party. No.
No, that's a separate type of Puritan now. That's what that
Oh
is.
my God. Yeah.
Like, oh, thank you.
That's my wife was so pissed off when all these lefty women like took
They
over
took
like the
off. They stole
hairstyle and
it.
all that.
Yeah.
And
They
she
Keep
was
used
your
to be
like,
the party girl
patriarchy
look.
off my body.
Right?
so
be the
yeah, because I
party
mean, it
girl
used
look,
to be
man.
like
This is-
punk rock, and now it's just ugh.
Look, the
That's
moment I see
political.
somebody with a half like buzz haircut, I immediately go, run away, run away.
Dude, my wife
There's
had
no-
one for years, and she pulled it off well, and then these fucking
And
women
then people
came out.
ruined it.
God, dude,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
And
I
they
used to
ruined
be-
it because now it's an indicator of what their personality in politics
No,
are
I
going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Jose Hernandez says, "Ho ho ho! Don't disrespect blonde women. Wars have been started over blonde supremacy." I thought it was Cleopatra that everybody fought over. For some
Oh,
reason.
God.
I don't know.
That takes me right
What?
out of my comfort zone.
Was she blonde? Let's discuss that. No. I did drop the link to the Little Mermaid in the chat, and I've also now posted it in the link below in the description below.
It's a good book, man. It looks like they're doing some good work there, man.
The art looks great. All the covers are fucking fire, dude.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, they absolutely are.
To the
I
point
think
where I'm
one of the
literally going to buy
best
two of them.
I think one of the best ways that you can actually get an edge in this current market is in one breath making a jab against what's really shitty in the mainstream while also creating something that stands on its own 2 feet. So viewed either way, it can actually sell copies, move units.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a
Winnie
matter
the
of
Pooh,
getting
Blood
it
and
out
Honey
there,
took a
too.
stab at Disney, and it worked well for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you can only do that so many times.
right.
Yeah,
It's
like
not a
Weird, at
one
some
size
point,
fits
even
all.
Weird Al said, "I need to do something other than a Michael Jackson parody."
Exactly.
You're no kidding, right? I've never been a Weird Al fan. There's a couple of tunes of his that I like,
Oh,
but
I
I know people that just lose it over his stuff, and I'm like, no, he's middling at best.
But one of my favorite songs
Parody.
from him is actually, I mean, it's a parody on a style, not a particular song. He was parodying Devo when he did "Dare to Be Stupid."
Okay.
Great song, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
I always
Yes.
liked the Star Wars. I always liked the Star Wars song that
Yeah,
he did off of American Pie. That one was good. The eBay
that
song
was
is
good.
good, and then that's about where I cut it with him. I don't like Weird Al's stuff.
I want him to
White and nerdy.
do a parody of Harry Potter after Daniel Radcliffe just ended up playing his role for the Weird Al movie. I want
that'd
that
be
role
funny.
reversal.
You want 12-year-old Harry, or how old is Weird Al now?
Got to be in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
have
he's
him
gotta
playing
be.
a 12-year-old.
He was. I mean,
We
he
can
wasn't
be-
exactly a spring chicken back when he started. I mean,
Yeah.
thought he was closer to 30 or something when he started.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a
So Otter, you want him to be
You're a
cast
weirdo,
as Harry
Alan.
Potter in the TV show of Harry Potter. Just a
That's how you have
60-year-old
it done.
man playing 12-year-old.
Yes,
This is how they
I
should have
would
done
pay
Harry
money for
Potter.
that.
Hey, if
I think
Robin
that'd be
Williams can
great.
get away with it,
I've
Maybe
actually
Robin Williams
the
do that.
Harry Potter parody where somebody
I love that
goes
one.
into their little Harry Potter world, but they bring a gun. And whenever one of these magical bigwigs tries to do anything super powerful, he just shoots them before they can cast the spell.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm getting
He's
my
like-
immortal flashbacks.
Hey, congratulations!
Have
You've
you
been
not
defeated by
seen
modern day
Have you
technology.
not seen the video edits?
I've seen them, yeah. Yeah, where
Harry
the
Potter
alternate
pulls
ending where they
guns.
where Hermione said, "I know some people back in the Muggle world who have equipment that might help," and she came back with like freaking Gatling guns and everything, and it just went
You
going
don't actually
down
need
all
modern day
dark
technology.
wizards.
You can go ahead and
Frequency,
bring in 100-year-old technology. That'll get the job done too.
I know, right?
Frequency, I made y'all watch the edit of Harry Potter where it's Harry Potter with guns. They just edited in the guns to the movie.
Guns
Good.
solve a lot of things.
First they
Yeah,
do.
that was
I
hilarious.
was-
That was very different version.
I was watching this this channel. You say guns solve a lot of things. I watched this channel, and he was going over one of the characters from Demon Slayer, and he actually uses a gun, like a shotgun.
Is it an
that-
old man?
No, it's He's a younger guy. He's part of the Demon Slayer Corps. But I know how most of that story wraps up. And he goes, turns out guns are pretty effective. He's like, the demons and demon slayers had like 50 years tops, because once we developed like Uzis and stuff, he's like, they're done. you come out with guns that, you know, with bullets that can kill demons. He's like, they didn't really stand that much of a chance.
Do you guys remember an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where somebody woke up an ancient demon and it's like, no, he can't be killed, he can't be stopped, no weapon can truly harm him. And then she showed up with a bazooka and was like, said, welcome to the modern day. Blew him apart.
Yeah,
That's how you do it.
Frequency.
the
You
only
need
way
to
to
get
fight
on a
guns.
live stream with Mahler.
That was a good show, man.
The only way to fight guns is with more guns.
With more guns. I'm down with it.
Right? And some
No,
bullets
I
and
know.
stuff.
I have exactly the perfect counter to guns. You all know what it is.
Jewish
That-
space lasers.
Well, I can't argue with that. So
Oh god. That's what Hitler was talking about.
Written by Mel
what?
Brooks.
Oh god. Right? Most of Congress is just a Mel Brooks movie at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I hear actually
A modern day Mel Brooks movie.
parody newspapers are having a tough time because the headlines are so ridiculous. They're like, wait,
I can't top
can-
that.
well, what do you do?
This is how you make parody again. Today in Congress, we had a civil conversation between two sides who actively talk to each other, trying to progress an issue instead of fill their wallet.
Yeah.
Now that sounds like the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we can't all live in reality.
Yeah.
Of course, half of the people looking at there going, Congress, like, what's that?
Oh God, right?
yeah,
That's near the Senate, right?
That sounds like a symbol of the patriarchy.
Is that one of Joe Biden's sons?
That's what you call a giant
They better
group of
hope not.
baboons, I believe. I'm not lying about that. A giant group of baboons is literally called the Congress. A little
I
fun fact
gotcha.
for you.
Yeah. This
For
is
those
true.
who think I'm racist.
this is a Garth and all right, touche.
Did Mel Brooks go woke though with his latest flick?
I don't know.
I didn't even realize he had a latest flick.
yeah. He did the History of the World Part 2.
Part
I saw the
2.
trailer. It looked bad.
Oh, really?
That
That is
Yeah.
disappointing.
you know, and here's the
Oh,
thing.
well.
Here's
Remember
the thing
for
is,
who he was.
a lot
No,
of this. A lot of this. It's not going to stop, and the reasons it's not going to stop is because major banking institutions, the people who like control the money for these billion-dollar corporations, have it in their guidelines that you have to follow the environmental and social governance guidelines. You have to do it,
ESG.
otherwise you're not allowed to bank. And if you violate those, they can just say, "Nah, we're just not going to let you." And like they kind of have to give you your money, but if you have nowhere to move that money, what good is it? You know, money only has value because we can, you know, it can trade hands. Once you strip that away, the ability,
It's pointless.
it's pointless. And so like everybody's like, when will these guys learn? They're losing money on this stuff, and I'm losing in quotation marks because they're making money somewhere off of it. But the thing is they can still interact in the market. They can still interact in the economy. And with the banking systems out there, like I said, with these ESG scores and things like that, these companies have no choice. So it's good. They're going to keep doing this. This isn't going to stop. This has nothing to do with creativity.
Well, I am proud to announce that that Frequency Studios has an ESG score of -0 squared, divided by
Right.
0.
I am down.
I might have you beat here real shortly, but in due time.
Real shortly, I think
Yeah.
my ESG score is just going to say canceled in bold letters.
Dude, I was so pissed off when the new computer was like, in order to lower your carbon footprint, turn these settings on. I was like, fuck you, Microsoft.
It's like, let's crank up the heat on this bitch.
Yeah,
I think I
it's
posted
their
in the
own-
Gilded. I was like, man, I hope that power plant's rolling coal like a fucking tire soaked or like a diesel soaked tire fire.
You got all the hamsters and the spinning wheels.
Chopping
Oh,
up
dude.
coal dust on the mirror and snorting away.
Dude,
Let's go for it.
what's
man.
up, Chill Kid? Good to
Chill
see
Kid.
ya.
Hey.
I
Send
haven't
him
seen
the
Chill
link.
Kid in
Send
a
him the
hot
link.
minute.
He's a kid who is also chill.
Yeah, send him the
See.
link, Wrangler.
I'm already working on that. He's usually at work when we do the show, so he can't come on much. But whenever he wants to come on, he is always welcome.
And I got a build
Hell,
here in a couple
we
minutes.
hear from him before the rest
Uh-huh.
of us every show.
So I'm guessing the Norfolk book's going to be next year. Has to be.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Norfolka. Give me Norfolka.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Well, like I said, that was the most interesting part of that whole freaking book.
Oops.
Yeah.
The last 5 pages, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a minute, we're talking gods and deities at this point. Like, all right, let's like
I almost sent him a link to the Little Mermaid. Hang on.
That's funny.
You got to do a review on it, Royce?
Review on what?
The little
Oh, shit.
mermaid?
I haven't backed it yet. I don't I could. I gotta talk with the wife about it though. This month got a little fucking tight.
It's got 50 days, so.
I can feel that.
I don't have time to back stuff right now. All my money just gets poured right back into my project.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is it's like it's less about the time and it's more about the money.
Mhm. It's both of that for me. Everyone is counting down money and time.
Yeah. Nope. If I had the money, I'd absolutely like. That's the thing too. I don't know. It's like why I want to grow the YouTube channel to a point where the ad revenue just kind of fucking pays for all this stuff. That'd be great. Hey, attaboy, go be a dad.
I'll send you the link, Chill.
You know, the Little Mermaid is really, really
Interesting.
actually.
You might not want to read it to your kids, though.
I would
Yeah.
no.
I also got
Where? Let me.
I got to start working on some audio stories soon. I got a lot of short stories I think it turned into audio stories. It's becoming a lot more available to produce those. I've been messing around with a lot in the back end. I got one short story good to go, and one I've already released on a SoundCloud that I actually made for World Without End and might upload it to YouTube when I get the time to edit it together.
All right, you
He's
should
got
share
guilty
that,
gear,
dude.
man. Come on.
We might be seeing Chill Kid for a little bit tonight. We don't know
Hey.
yet. Depends on
Yeah, I'm only
timing
on.
and circumstance.
I'm only on for a bit. So, but yeah, you should check this
Mhm.
out, dude. This is from the Indiegogo. Oh, excuse me.
Hang on, I
but-
need to get back. Okay,
What's
I had
on
to get to that
Indiegogo?
page.
No, I'm just presenting something so that way, or sharing my screen here from some of the images I got from Pixel Trader. So, he sent these to me for the video because I was telling him I was doing the video. So, but like, I mean, like just this stuff looks just absolutely freaking incredible.
Back to comic. Back to comic.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's freaking fantastic with what they're doing.
I'm also
that's-
just a huge fan of whenever you can summarize your entire concept for what you're doing just in one picture. The cover does just that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's well, what's the book about? A busty redhead annihilating a whole swath of people with a minigun. Oh,
And sharks.
Cool, I'm in.
Where do I sign up?
What? Yeah,
Shark
I'm
bait.
down.
Ooh-ha.
Yeah, right. Shark bait. Ooh-ha. Right. No,
It's
So
ass, but not in that way.
lets it loose with that Gatling gun. She's like, bubbles.
Rap.
Listen, I'm just going to hand this to my grandmother and say, here's the new Little Mermaid.
Billy Bob's gonna get slapped, man. She's an old Southern grandma. You're about to get your ass whooped.
They ended their corrupting the youth.
I can only handle you
How-
guys for so.
How long is this campaign going again? Let me take a look.
It's
They got some
50
time.
days
It's a 60
on.
day. Yeah.
They
They
got
got
50
again?
days left.
Oh,
So-
sweet.
A little under
So-
2 months, and like a month.
Up the
Putting
cocaine
chemicals
sharks
in
have
the water to
returned.
make the mermaids busty. And with guns.
Like I said, I will say this though. My favorite promo image was this. Like this is just that artwork is just
That-
freaking
That,
epic.
that
I'm sick
slogan
and
is
tired
so
of them putting
fucking
chemicals in the water that turn the freaking mermaids gay.
great. Things are much deader down where it's wetter.
Well, I don't know if that mermaid goes gay. That'd be a hell of an OnlyFans. Oh God.
Another good title is Little Mermaid Rule 34 edition.
Let's not go there.
Too late. No, I do
Well,
know
hopefully
some,
we're going fast enough we could just skim right by it.
right. I do know
Perfect.
I know some people that they were like, you know what? Glad these guys are doing good work. I'm glad they're poking fun at Disney. They're like, but for religious reasons, they're like, I will not be getting this book. I'm like, no, I
It's
get it.
understandable.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I get it. No, I get it, man. Like and I don't think they're going like full on, anything. It's very lewd, but I don't think they're going, I don't
We'll
know.
find out in the writing.
Right.
They're not going full. They're not going full OnlyFans on it,
Right.
guys. I gotta bop out now, so I
Uh-huh.
will talk to you later.
right. Say your famous line before you go.
Buy my freaking book, man.
All right. Buy his book. It's linked in the description. Herman, thanks
And
for stopping
Royce.
in, man.
Drink real beer. Later, guys.
Jose's
Have a good
throwing some
one.
logic at you, Frequency.
Oh, yeah, let's see what it is. See, remember, it's not gay for men if.
Oh God.
Oh,
We're going to hell. Right now.
let's put that one up instead.
You got to be careful, man. You got to read them before you throw them up. You can't just throw them all up, man. You got to be careful.
Especially when it's Jose. You think I'd learn by now, but no.
Mhm. Well, yeah, I read everything you guys say in the chats, man. That's why, like, sometimes I'll pull stuff. Usually I pull stuff up that's like really funny at this point because there's too many of you. So, but
Yeah. I remember we used to go in your Gilded. We were like all hyped up. Wow, there's 50 people on your Gilded. This is amazing. Now it's like, you go in there, it's like,
218,
who are all these people?
220.
Where'd you come from?
yeah, it's dude, there's a ton of people in the server now. Let's see, 218. I know some of those are double accounts because people kind of screwed up here and there, but I mean, I know there's very few double accounts. I know we're above 210 for sure.
We're all looking at her.
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool. I go in there every day now and I see someone talking that I've never seen before. I'm like, the only problem is I can't keep up with who everybody is anymore.
No,
Yeah,
Right.
I've been fucking with McCoppin for like the last 3 days on there.
that's great. McCoppin is hilarious, dude. Him coming in and doing that whole Daniel from the future bit on Friday. Holy shit, that was great.
The wig and all, that was awesome.
Oh
I
man.
mean, he didn't break character.
Hell
It really
no, he
was
didn't.
Daniel.
Well,
from the
and
future.
originally it was planned he was going to come in, do the shtick, and then just kind of drop it, and we just ran with it. We're like, yeah, screw it. That'd be all right. It was
So how
awesome.
did
You-
Daniel
you know
get
what?
blonde
The
hair
only
by
thing-
2025?
Not that this is realistic, but the only thing that would have made it even funnier is if a YouTuber like Hello Future Me popped up in your chat at that moment.
That would have been hilarious. Hello, future me. I haven't seen them in a while.
I don't know. You know what? Come to think of it, I don't think I have either. I know I subscribed to him like last year.
Oh, he's
and
still
I
active.
haven't seen anything pop up for a while.
He's still
not bad though.
active.
He's not bad. I don't mind him at all.
I
Listen,
think the algorithm dropped him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think the algorithm just hardcore nuked my video because it was climbing and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like, and I'm like, really, YouTube, really?
Yeah, I've had a few do that too. It's like, I know I'm a much smaller channel, so I figure these things aren't going to notice me. But it's weird. I have one video that just starts to take off and then it hits the wall. It's like, boom, stop. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Dude, I had I think so one of the first Razor Fist videos that I did, so it got shared in, I think, the Razor Fist Discord and went nuts from there. But the YouTube algorithm was trying to stop it on its end because that thing climbed and then just died. And then all of a sudden just kept going. Like, I mean, you could see it. It was like up viewership, and it just tanked. And then it got shared in the Discord for Razor Fist and then just exploded. So there are ways to get around it. And that's why I tell people, like, share this in the Discord servers that you're a part of, share this in the social media areas that you're a part of. That stuff really freaking helps because the algorithm doesn't know, because the algorithm's told to not share the thing, but the other side of the algorithm is, well, but if it's being shared other places and clicked on from external links, people must be liking it. So it really does help.
Royce is
Wonder if you
gonna
can
get worse.
confuse it and it gets stuck in that infinite loop, and it's just like re-upped and re-upped and
Yeah,
re-upped.
this leads to the bomb diffusing robot at the end of the Simpsons movie. Doesn't know what to do, gets frustrated, and commits seppuku in Minecraft.
Good.
And they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't believe he kept talking about it, but I didn't believe he'd actually do it." That's the algorithm right now.
Yeah.
The algorithm's going to get so much worse next year on y'all.
Yep.
Why?
Oh god,
It's gonna be-
election season's gonna suck.
Oh,
I don't know,
right.
because I'm not really doing a whole lot of political content anymore, so I might be safe from it. Or all it's gonna do, you never know, because it's either all it's gonna do is just boost political content, so like you're gonna have to do that, or it's gonna hardcore nuke political content, and then you're just not gonna be. Yeah.
I think it's going to hardcore nuke certain political content and beef up some
And
others.
promote the others. I've heard this game before.
Yeah,
I bet you're not even going to be able to say.
Oh,
I bet you're not even going to be able to say 2024 or 2024 in your title at all.
probably
This has
not.
been taken down due to misinformation.
Yeah.
2024.
I think I got most of the wall done. Like, I kind of want to show you guys the rest of the wall.
Alrighty.
Are you down? Can I show you
Is
guys
it
the rest of the wall?
beautiful and vast?
Absolutely.
Maybe. I got to take my ears out, though, so I ain't going to hear a word you guys are saying. But
God, look at that ugly fucking bastard.
There's the socialist banner. I just saw it. We are Kikoman. We are Kikoman. We are Kikoman.
Yeah, he's
Now
just
that's
going
what
Show
I call
me,
Dragonborn.
show you, Kikoman, Kikoman.
camera's all screwed up now. Hold up.
You know, if he does an Ariel, that Merc made comic, you know, it won't even be clickbait on the thumbnail.
Well, that's super easy clickbait.
Oh, it really is.
No, it's
Not
fish
clickbait.
bait.
It won't technically be clickbait because it's the actual cover of the book.
See.
But it could be fish bait.
Yeah, so I think the wall kind of came together. I think it looks good. I got Isom up on the wall finally. So Isom's up on the wall. That's my signed Isom. So I put the signed one up there. I got the other one down here.
All right.
So I got my dude, I can't believe my parents found this, and I don't even know if I could take it off. This is the ancient Mew card from the Pokemon movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's the card I got in. I have two of them actually because my grandfather took me, so they gave him one and they gave me because every ticket got a card.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got two of them in there. They've as soon as I got them, I put them in a card case.
That's like the third. That's like the third most priceless thing on your wall.
They're not that expensive actually.
I would have to
really?
say the book in the case is probably your
Well, yeah.
crown jewel there.
Yeah, this one's my pride and joy. This is my 143-year-old Dante's Inferno. I actually need to get some.
Nice.
Just
Locked in a
Exact-
case like it's in the Warren Museum of all the paranormal
Well,
stuff.
it's got the door on it, but I found this and I was able to.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's cool.
You make me
and
feel
outside of that, I
guilty.
just
Best $3 bookcase you ever bought.
right, yeah, dude, no, seriously.
Oh, we got alternate universe Kiko Man in the chat.
Where is this guy from? Who is this guy? Is it regular Kikomon or is this somebody
No.
else?
It's somebody else.
It's
Do
Miller.
you guys know who it is?
It's Namo.
No, I
I
thought
was
it was
going to say it's
Jose, to be honest with you.
Namo Geek.
there.
Yeah,
I think that's the one.
The artwork, but that artwork is like,
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
know.
that artwork drawn before
Yeah.
on Drawn and Quartered, and I don't remember which artist did it, and I don't know who paid for it.
Picomon paid
They
for
didn't
it.
pay for it. They just ganked it.
Well,
Really?
probably.
They
Well, no,
probably
because they
dropped
weren't
back.
finished. They weren't finished. They were just black and whites. They didn't have any color to them. That is a finished
That one?
piece. Yeah.
Are
They
you
didn't-
sure that person who drew it didn't post it later on, finishing colors and stuff for it?
Oh, I have no idea. Did they?
No, I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Seriously,
I'm
Gil?
just saying I don't know who this guy. Oh, it's from
I-
Neutron Boar, I think. What do you mean? You think? Are you? I don't like alternate Kikomon. He scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I even have the
It's from
Kikomon shirt
Neutron
up
Boar.
there,
He
and I've
don't-
got the shirt for McCoppin up there too. I got a Chill Kid shirt somewhere. Like I'll keep building stuff out. So I don't know. I'm getting used to the new studio room. It's kind of nice, like having room. Like I can swivel my chair and not worry about taking stuff off of the wall.
Now,
It's
do
great.
you have
Why
two
am I still
stations
full
set up?
screen, dude? Can you take me off of full
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah,
I
get
thought
his
you were
ugly-
showing off your. You started
What?
showing off your room, and I was going through the
What?
chat, so I forgot.
Oh,
about
I
the
got you. No,
screen.
I don't know. I'm proud of it. I like it.
Uh-huh.
Because you're the chosen one.
No, I don't fucking start that shit.
Just so long
But,
as there's not another Yu-Gi-Oh card incident, then we're
yeah,
good.
yeah, no kidding.
Dude, my heart stopped on that one. Well, because all the cards are original. I've never played with them. I've taken them out to like look at them before, but they're except like I said, the only one that doesn't have is the Red Eyes Black Skull Dragon. Or yeah, that one. Or the Summon Skull. Anyway, yeah, that's the only one that doesn't have cards. That's just a tin, and my wife bought that for me. But yeah, the rest all have cards in them, and I've had those for like 20 years. So
Now, do you have two separate spots set up in your studio? Because I noticed that you do some of your videos standing, and I can't tell if you're in the same spot just with the mic adjusted or what.
actually, so I have a camera stand directly behind, or I have a tripod directly behind. So I have a camera stand that mounts directly to my desk. It's just a clamp. So that's where it sits for these. And then I have a tripod sitting directly behind it with like an extension on the front. So I take the camera and put it at the end of the extension. So it's directly over the top, but it's just moved up 2 feet. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, so that way I'm able. So that's why you get a little bit of a different view. And that's why the wall was so hard to put together. It's like because like, well, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like once those go up, it's like they go up because it's a shelf. I actually anchored that into the wall. So once those are up, it's just there. Oh, sorry, you got questions. I finished my PC, just got to buy Windows, and then wait, what?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Witness trolling in the form of the PC Master. Oh,
Mhm.
He
he's
needs
gonna be part of.
Microsoft's endorsement before he can start trolling the world.
Yes. Dude, that's part of the reason, man. Jose, watching what you went through with your PC is the reason that I found a company. And like I said, I'm on the hook for payments for the next 3 years, but I mean, I can make those
Ouch.
payments. Yeah, no, it's like, I mean,
What company you go for?
CLX Gaming. My wife found it. Meta PCs, they wouldn't verify my identity to do their payment processing, and CLX Gaming, my wife found it. I looked into them. They've been around a while. I mean, I have 2 years worth of warranty on the parts, which that's the big thing for me, right? Because this is when you start building these stuff, this is a $2,800 computer. And like, because of everything that I do with editing and rendering and then and all that stuff, and then all the live streaming and all the things that I have, like you kind of need a machine that can handle it. And then I will get back to the gaming and stuff like that eventually when life calms down. Literally, I told my wife, I was like, I want to work on my studio today. And she comes in and she goes, hey, babe, you have a minute to help? I was like, yeah, what's up? So I tilled up a flower garden. She went, rented the tiller, and I spent like 4 hours of my day tilling. Well, no, it wasn't 4. It was like 3 hours of my day tilling up a flower garden.
Ripping huge gashes into the earth, you sadistic bastard.
Well, I had to be careful though, because I didn't want to rip all the roots out of, because we're kind of putting it around this birch tree that we have, and I didn't want to rip all the roots out. And,
yeah.
so it was a pain in the ass. And then my hands vibrated for. Actually, they didn't vibrate. I couldn't even close them. They freaking hurt. If you guys have ever run a power tiller.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, but yeah, so that's where my time goes. We were having this conversation the other day. I was like, man, I don't even remember the last time I played a video game. Otter, I think I was talking with you about that, wasn't I?
Yeah, we were talking about that just after the stream the other night.
Yeah. And yeah, dude, that was
The last video game that I played, the last thing that I can see on my PS4, WWE 2K17.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow. I haven't played dude, I don't think I've touched a bit outside. Well, I mean, unless like a traditional, like a sit down by myself and like play, you know, but like I've played like the Nintendo Switch bowling with the kids, you know, because I bought the Nintendo Switch, the sports, which is really fun. The kids have a blast. Outside of playing like bowling with the kids upstairs, I haven't sat down and played. I played Kingdoms of Amalur, which was Maji Chan's recommendation. A few months back, I ended up sitting down. I kept wanting to go because I already beat the mainline story, and now I just have to worry about the DLCs. I played for like 15 minutes, and I was like, something came up, and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta keep doing stuff. I think I was reading books or something. I actually sat down. I had a minute tonight before I jumped on stream. I was going through Infinite Money Glitch. I cleared a couple of chapters before I jumped on stream. So
I love that one.
Dude, that Crake is surprisingly good in that. I don't know if his other books are on par with Money Glitch, man, but you can tell, one, he's passionate about gaming in the gaming world and all that. And he gets a little convoluted here and there with his explanations of how it all works together. But he did his research, though. But man,
he's really good with hard magic systems. At least what I've read from Undying Emperor. Yeah, he has a hard magic system in there that's explained really well. There can be a little bit of a muddled explanation here and there, but for the most part, it's really, really consistent. That's one of the big draws of that series.
That's good, man. No, dude, I'm heavily surprised being this my first, Crake book, which that's what people are going to start calling them, right? So one of you guys is going to end up blowing up one day, and I mean, but really surprised. But I need to get through that. I need to finish Star Shatter, and then I really need to dedicate some time to actually reading all the books that I have over here.
Yeah, it's no problem, Jose.
Yeah, they build up quicker than you realize.
I know the whole PC building problems were kind of mounting up with Jose. I tried helping him the best I could. I hope I was some help.
Well, apparently it worked. He seems very grateful.
No. And I'm not downplaying anybody who wants to build their own rig at all. One, never built my own rig. Two, if I build it and a part craps out, I don't have the cash readily available to just go get another one. So the warranty was a big thing. I have 2 years worth of parts warranty on this, and that was a very big thing for me. Not only that, the price. I even talked with my buddies and like, honestly, dude, that's not a bad price. And they sent me a new keyboard and a new mouse, which was good. And my wife, the old computer, it turned off and then it successfully turned back on. And now my wife has it. So, but no. And like I said, I don't fault. Like, I build your own computer. Don't build your own computer. I don't care. You do what's happy for you, man. I like Jose, I saw like a lot of the problems and the frustrations that you were having. And I will say this, that I mean, if you at the end of the day, if you're happy and you're like, dude, the journey was worth it, absolutely, man. And I'm glad. And if that's the route that you wanted to go and you're most happy with it, then that's what matters. For me, like I said, the big thing for me was that warranty that came with it. Just, I got 4 kids and stuff like that. So my fun money isn't exactly all expansive here. So, and I mean, I'm the worst YouTuber on the planet. I tell everybody on Wednesdays and Fridays to go buy other people's stuff instead of give me money, right? Like that is the worst business model on the planet. I know. And there's a noticeable decline in super chats and stuff. I'm like, no, give other people money. And they're like, oh, okay. And then the next time people are just like, I'm going to give you money.
Still supporting your channel, but a lot of it did get diverted to
I
to
get
the projects.
Stream Kingdoms of Amalur again. I gotta get it on the computer. Oh shit, I don't even have Steam.
Jose, Jose, you got to get the mods for KOTOR 1 and especially KOTOR 2.
Dude, you can't even stream those, man,
Why can't you stream them?
because they shut it down. They don't like it when you stream those games. Chatsu tried doing it, and they shut him down on YouTube.
Billy Bob Sack.
Yeah, but that may
Why
be
is there
because
something wrong with those games? Or
No,
Yeah, they may
copyright.
got copyright struck. For the
Copyright.
licensed music.
oh,
Yeah,
the music in the game or something?
Oh no,
Oh.
all of
Turn the
it,
music
every
down.
bit of it, all of it, the visuals, everything. It is you cannot stream that game. That and then there's
I thought that was
another
fair
one.
use.
It is.
It is.
And
But we
then
live in the YouTube world.
Bioshock too. We tried like on Twitch. We tried streaming Bioshock on Twitch. All you see is a black screen. It will not stream. Like
Wow.
it is hardcore.
That's
protected, which-
weird.
That dude,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
strange.
Rumble is becoming like this the platform to do streams on now, man. Like,
Especially with gaming, a lot of gaming people have started to open up.
dude.
Well, when I eventually get the new computer set up, I'm planning on getting a capture card, and I know Metroid's safe to stream.
Oh, yeah, dude, I have a capture card. I'll let me
You're messing with Nintendo frequency.
Yeah, but
Be
they
careful.
don't mind Metroid being streamed. I
Be
watch
careful.
speedrunners on that all the time on YouTube. I think that's one of the most popular speedrunning games for streaming. One of, not the most, but one
I think what is
Here,
it?
I
of. In that
card
genre.
for you.
4 is a big one.
Frequency that is really really good, dude. Like I've had 2 of them over the years. And are you looking to do 4K or do you just want 1080?
I will admit my caveman ignorance. I don't know what the difference is.
Okay, so you're gonna get a 1080 one,
Resolution.
but you can stream 1080 60 with this. I'll shoot it to you over on Gilded, dude. And for the price point, you almost can't beat this thing, dude. It's really freaking good. That's whenever I stream from the Nintendo Switch too. But yeah, dude, this is really good.
And frequency, always remember YouTube compresses the living fuck out of your.
Oh, dude,
Out
I'm
of your
getting
videos.
so tired of that. Audio
So-
compression, video compression, man.
Mhm.
It's like, why even edit videos if YouTube's just gonna fuck it sideways?
Yeah.
It's why it's hard judging what a game actually looks like when you're actually playing it versus seeing it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do a pretty decent non-glitch speed run of that game, so I figured it's worth doing a run through. It could be entertaining. I'll probably not try and stream Metroid Prime because I just suck at controls when it comes to first person.
Mm.
That's okay. We're gonna make you do Brawlhalla.
Hey,
We
I
did
finally
another
downloaded. I
Red
haven't
Stream.
played the game once yet, but I downloaded it last week finally.
Do we get another M stream where it's just you fighting the game?
I need to get Brawlhalla Nights back, man. I need to do that again.
Well, there was another one I got. It was really cheap in that kind of game, so I just grabbed it in case. It was like something Brawl, but it was like $3, and there's another Smash Bros. Clone.
Mm-hmm. You may have purchased like a character pack or some shit for that game.
Yeah. Hang on, let me go grab the remote, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute.
Billy Bob Sack, I know you just started the first Pillars of Eternity game. How are you liking that so far?
Well, I got the hunter, and now my actual party can do shit.
You were telling me last night just how much trouble you were having with the first dungeon in that game. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, I almost got fucking murdered straight up. I went down to the bottom part of the map and then was getting ganked by, I don't know what the fuck they are. They look like
Agreed, guilty.
like smooth skin, like demon barons or whatever.
Smooth brains.
I think I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I just forget what the hell they're called. It's been a few
Yeah.
years since I played that game.
Like 4 or 6, or it was like 4 or 5 of them fucking jumped out of nowhere.
It's called Brawl Out.
I have no clue what that is.
I don't know, but I got Brawlhalla and Brawlout both sitting right up there. I haven't played in either one of them yet.
Brawlhalla's easy.
I can't get past in the squares and the X's and the O's and the triangles. That's very difficult for me.
I am avidly waiting for them to announce Ghost of Tsushima 2. If they knock Ghost of Tsushima 2 out of the park the way that they did the first one, that's actually, I mean, I've got the freaking mask over there. Like that is probably my favorite game that I've ever played. I love that game so much. I have just my last playthrough was 100 hours. That was my third playthrough.
Can you get that through Redbox?
Jose, they're gonna make so little money, it doesn't matter. Just buy it.
eBay. Go to eBay, buy the original discs. You're gonna have to. That being said, you're going to have a system to play it on. Like I've got an original Xbox. I can play both of them. I'd have to go buy them again for like the 5th time in my. I bought and sold those games so many times. Imagine if Ghost of Tsushima took it.
Compatible. But this is
actually, yeah. If you have a Series X, they should be backward. Well, with most games, I don't. Or
Xbox One, any of the Xbox is all backwards compatible. The first and second one.
That's awesome. So it's not just select games anymore. It's just all of it.
I thought the best example of backwards compatibility I ever saw was. Do you remember Sega Genesis when they came out with that Knuckles pack, and you can go to past games and plug that game in through the Knuckles pack, and you could play Sonic 1 as Knuckles?
Oh,
I thought that was really cool.
Hey, Royce, they've always been select titles. Then I think it was 2018 or 2019 when Microsoft was bringing back a lot of the old Star Wars games.
Mhm.
One of them was free for gold, and that's how I ended up getting one of them. The other one I bought. This is before I was even boycotting Disney, so I don't have the problem Jose has.
Like I said, go eBay, man. eBay and buy them. Ghost of Tsushima, not in Tokyo. No, because if they are historically accurate, the Mongols actually tried to come back 5 years later and ironically enough got wiped out with another storm again. They did a really, really good job on that game. Go actually look into the history around the Ghost of Tsushima world. Oh, it's so good. I think that'd be like one of the only things that I would really like is a replica of Jin Sakai's sword, like an actual, a nice replica of it. Not like a katana that, that's real, that's blessed and honored the way that Mike Miller likes, but a real enough replica. But guys, I'm gonna have to jump off. I'm gonna jump off and go hang out with the wife for a little bit to kind of wrap up the 3-day weekend. Because back to the grind tomorrow. But thank you guys for having me on. Wrangler, thank you. I can actually say it on stream this time and not be a dick, because I always shoot him a message out. No, dude, thank you for shooting me the link, man. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, anytime you want to come on, you're welcome to. It was good to see you tonight.
Yeah, man. Well, I hope you guys are having a good night. Hope you guys had a good Memorial Day. Hopefully, for those of you who like to celebrate Memorial Day, for those of you who, honor the fallen soldiers and all that, man, I do hope that everybody had a great, 3-day weekend. And then for a lot of people, it means more to them than a lot of others. That's for sure. So, but I will see all of you guys over on my channel, I guess. Wednesday nights, we do the Wednesday night live stream. And then tomorrow we'll see what video.
Absolutely. Hopefully one of these weeks I'll be around on a Wednesday night where I can join you too.
Yeah, I know. But you were there for a while and then you left.
Yeah, well, usually Wednesday nights I'm just getting home a little bit after you start.
Gotcha. You can always jump on. You don't have to be there at the start. Unless you have to eat dinner and stuff. I get it. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good one.
Have a great night, man.
Jose, it's what happens when Xbox fucks up so bad in 2013 and then they just have a very successful generation and then no fucking YouTubers will actually call them out on their bullshit. Greedy bullshit that they've been doing for years now.
Skunks, yeah, go for it, man.
Do it.
Oh, I still haven't. I've been meaning to go find that Shia LaBeouf clip of him going, "Do it," just so I could drop that in next to the AOC Jewish space lasers, and I still keep forgetting to do that. And then somebody at some point on almost every stream says, "Do it," and I'm like, "Oh, I wish I had that clip."
I was talking
Nah.
with
I do Palpatine.
I was talking with Sybil about it one night about Shia LaBeouf, and he just pointed me to Internet Historian series of videos about Shia LaBeouf.
The
Oh,
saga
they're
of the
good.
flag.
I have no idea what's up with him. I don't have any of that information.
He's
I know
crazy.
people
He will
say
not
he's
divide
nuts,
us.
but that's all I know.
He
is
will
people
not
say it.
divide us.
Dude, he had a movie that literally made $2 in the theaters.
Which one was that again?
It was in, what was it, 2018, 2019?
Made
it was
more
some
than
random
Ant-Man.
fucking movie. And it literally made $2 on its opening day.
Made more than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
If it's $2 profit, they came out ahead.
I remember when, what was it, G4, they figured out where his fucking cabin in the woods was.
Oh, 4chan. When they
Oh, 4chan, yeah. Why did I say
Yes.
G4? I don't fucking know.
if you have not watched the Internet Historian's documentary series, and yes, it's a 4-part series of He Will Not Divide Us, the journey of Shia LaBeouf and his quest to put up a flag protesting Donald Trump, by God, the lengths the internet will go for a meme.
If you don't know Frequency, it was whatever the video or stuff that he was doing in like the fucking random middly in the woods.
Well,
People
first,
on 4chan managed to
hold on,
triangulate
Billy,
his exact
before you-
fucking position.
but you're getting to the end. You're getting you have to build up to it. First, he had displayed at like some art museum in LA or something, and then that caused problems. So they moved it to like an art museum over, was it in London or something, where people are breaking in and trying to climb up the flagpole, and they succeeded. So that's when he decided, I'm going to put it out in a field. Yes, he put it out in the field with a live cam, and they figured out where it was. So then he decided he was going to put it in a house on a white background. And guess what? They figured out where it was. Now that time they didn't break in or anything, because they're like, okay, this is just getting ridiculous. Even 4chan was just kind of like, okay. So we figured out where it was. Are we going to literally break into somebody's house? No, they didn't go that far. But that's how the lengths it all went. The saga. Don't mess with 4chan.
4chan also
Isn't it
freaked out
8chan
about
now?
a fly getting on the flag.
Jose really wants y'all to watch Chris Chan documentary.
I'd rather not. I heard enough, and I just don't want to know. It's gross.
And he's talking about he needs a Witcher style brothel. So confused, Jose. So confused.
Yeah,
There's
he's down there saying-
Shyla is batshit, but he's harmlessly batshit in my eyes.
Yeah, but people talk about him like with almost disdain, and I don't understand why. I mean, maybe if he keeps rubbing everybody the wrong way that he meets in a personal life, then I would get it. But I know nothing about him. And really, I don't care. It's not my business. I don't know the guy. And so other than a performance on screen that I'm watching, I don't need to know anything about him.
He's just another Disney child star that went crazy.
Oh,
Yep.
Mr. Even Stevens himself. He kind of was that show.
See, where you have Shia LaBeouf that's batshit, but I don't think he's a danger to society. Then you got Ezra Miller.
Oh, no. Then you got Alec Baldwin.
Well, that's a whole different story.
He's a straight shooter, that one.
Yeah.
Really takes, two birds with one stone,
Jose, are you referring to Ezra Miller? Because I haven't heard anything about him. Maybe they finally got him under control, or maybe they actually got him working on his head. I hope so. I mean, the guy is tapped. No doubt.
He was released
but he's
on
still a
like
human
bond
being,
or something.
So I hope
Chris
he's
Chan
getting.
was.
I hope he's like getting some kind of back to center of joining the human race again.
Oh,
Maji!
God, speaking of Chans.
Live from an undisclosed location way off in the bush.
Oh no, she's coming to us. It's not undisclosed. She's coming to us live from. Actually, I don't know if she wants said, so I'll just keep that. But
We
yeah,
won't say
we know where she
anything.
is.
Right now, she's struggling like I was yesterday, trying to get a signal to reach out to message people way, way out there.
Oh yeah, and then my battery's dying.
Oh God.
Out where Bigfoot lives.
Every hunter worth his salt knows that Bigfoot's a hoax.
So random, very random. When I was doing the research for one of my live stream a few weeks ago, the One Mount St. Helens book went on a tangent about Bigfoot. They're like, yeah, that's where the Bigfoot myth lives in these parts. And after the eruption, the myth said that Bigfoot died in the eruption, and apparently somebody set up a monument to Bigfoot.
That's some commitment.
It really is. I can't
That's
find any other
dedication.
source, but I kind of want to see this monument.
And speaking of monuments, the Martin Luther King Jr. one that they done in like California, one that looked like a dick or a turd.
No, that was the one in
Didn't know how
Boston.
you looked at it.
So
Was it in
Jose, I
Boston?
take it you're impassive.
Yeah.
Impartial.
Yeah, they tore down the statue dedicated to the Emancipation Proclamation that was like a block away. It wasn't on the exact site where they put the Martin Luther King one, but it was a block away. And I always love bringing up, like, so they tore that down, but they put this turd up instead.
Yeah. That
That's
one's
Priorities.
history.
No one looked at it from a different angle and said, "Hey, this ain't looking great."
There is no good angle.
I'm still confused what he was going for. It was supposed to be someone in his arms. Was it what? Or holding someone in his arms?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Martin Luther King embracing his wife when the announcement was made that Boston would allow African Americans to vote, I believe, or like register to vote, or like something. Look, it's late and my brain is completely pink fluid, and I'm also a ghost, so I can't remember all things. But that's what it was supposed to be. There's a photograph of them embracing, but he's like, "No, I'm not going to make a statue of them embracing. I'm just going to show their arms because I'm an artist."
Because that's new and edgy in this postmodern age.
I hate that word.
What's that? Postmodern?
Postmodern.
Yeah.
I'm still not like, what does that even mean? Because right now is modern, so we can't be. And postmodern means after, so we can't be after now.
In my
or else we're in the
opinion,
future.
it's a term used by stuffy individuals that don't have artistic skills, just so they can feel more important.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what he's calling you, Otter.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
Yeah,
I'll leave the screen now.
I read something else. There's a new term they want to change adults. I don't even know if this is true. It's probably just some. It's so ridiculous. It's got to be just a troll going around the social medias. But it said they want to start referring to adults as post minors.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's
So
probably
I
I
think
believe
it's a parody. I hope it's a parody.
I hope.
but then
we hope.
again, it could be
You don't know
the
anymore. It's all plausible now.
it could be the maps trying to get in on it or something.
Look, we live in a day and age where Ghostbusters is a better lesson on economics than taking an economics course.
No shit.
What
Things have gotten
happens?
so wacky.
What happens?
This is
when
why
the-
I live in a fictional world inside my own head. It's better there.
Yes.
It's a lot more
What
fun.
Yep. Just and I know I'm kind of restating what. And again, my brain is pink fluid right now. The group that did the videos, they would do like retrospectives. They would do retrospectives and like on content, but they would like flip it into more of a. Anyways, they did the video. It was like something Foundations of Economics. That's who it was. They did a video on Ghostbusters and how it could be seen as an allegory for government intervention, where the government forces you to shut down because the government thinks they know what's best.
We wouldn't last a day in the private sector.
Exactly. I've worked in the private sector. They expect results.
Was it Ray Stantz that said that line in Ghostbusters?
Yes. And then there's
Yeah,
people that keep
that's-
wanting to go around and say the movie's about nothing. And I don't like when people, I get why people say that, but the other hand, I'm like, yes,
They
but
say the movie's about nothing.
yes, it's very popular to say on the internet that Ghostbusters is a movie about nothing.
How so? I don't understand
I'm
why that would be
confused.
said.
Maybe
Hey,
in
I'm
the sense
confused
that
myself.
it's just vapid entertainment. If that's the argument, then I vehemently disagree.
Me too.
Well, there's nothing wrong with some vapid entertainment now and then either.
There's
I
no
mean,
such thing as
I still love
entertainment
Transformers
with
the
nothing.
movie.
I mean,
Yeah, but there's
there's
technically no entertainment that has nothing. Or
right.
the
There's
point is
more
nothing.
surface level entertainment, but I believe there's always going to be an underlying theme, an underlying theme, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a message or something like that, but there is going to be a little bit of transference of the author's own thoughts.
And there's no way that can't be.
Right. There's always going to be some level of it.
No,
Even if it's
no
just
matter
a
what I
very
write, it has to go
simple-minded
through
script.
this filter.
Right.
Yeah, Otter, how you writing?
How am I writing? That's a
Mhm.
very loaded question.
How do you want to write? There's
How
another
do I
one.
want to write? This is my general approach when writing fiction, because I know to a certain extent I'm going to be adding in my own personal worldviews and beliefs, but I want my stories to be interpreted to the point where it's like, if you're just looking for dumb fun or just something that's simple, easy to follow, and enjoyable, perfect. The story can be interpreted in just that way. But if you want to dig a layer or two deeper, you can interpret it in a couple of different ways, but there's more to dig into. That's kind of like the ideal balance I try to go for.
Read out, post you something. A link.
I'm checking it now.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, all right. Hang on.
I gotta get back on writing, Otter. I've taken such a long break.
I need to finish up a blog post here soon. It's been a little bit since I've added on to mine, and this one I have coming up is nearly finished. I just need to put up the finishing touches, sand it off a bit. But other than that, I'm still just kind of like polishing up my manuscript at the moment, going along with beta readers' comments, and then just making small changes, tweaks here and there.
All right. Is this a safe for stream thing to watch, or
Is it? Read out.
In terms of, is there anything inappropriate? No. In terms of copyrighted music, this is also not safe. So it's safe for you to watch at any other time that you want to. I wouldn't advise putting it on the stream.
okay? I wasn't sure if you were saying, "Hey, share
All right,
this
now
now,"
just
or
search
No,
just
no,
do
I'll
it.
just share it. But he will not divide us.
So, what are you guys reading right now?
I'm reading An Ocean of Others. That is, that's been one I'd actually won it as part of a contest. But I've been reading through it, and for a first novel, it's incredibly smooth. From what I've noticed, the pacing is very fun. It's very frenetic to just kind of like read at a moment to moment pace, but there's a lot of intrigue going on in the story. I'm hoping to write a review for it once I finish. I'm over halfway through it right now. It's like fun D&D fantasy, but with a twist.
Awesome. Over on the Rumble side, who do we have here? We have Mr. Simmons. I am popped in and said, "Y'all live? Yes, welcome." I keep forgetting to shout
they're
out.
alive.
We're also on
They're
Rumble.
alive. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody here is live except Readout. Readout is
He's
here
dead.
in spirit. Hopefully
You see
he'll be
the
resurrected after his
Yeah,
latest
yeah.
bout with,
Before
what is
you
it, school
see-
again?
Yeah, before you see, the reason Maji's not here, she had to go so far off the beaten path to do some ancient rituals to bring me back to life just for the stream.
Truck Kun came
Oh, it's
for,
working. Keep it
Readout.
up, Maji.
Now Readout's in his
Jose?
own Yu Yu Hakusho world.
Oh my god.
But I keep forgetting to shout out. I mean, yeah, live on Rumble as well as YouTube. And also there are social medias, there Frequency Studios on both Twitter and Minds. And if it matters, Truth Social Frequency Studios is there too. I made that a while ago. I forget it exists half the time. But anybody's on Truth, look me up. Maybe we can make it worthwhile someday.
Jose, I've never seen you in the Gilded Voice chat. Also, all I'm reading is the Steel and Stormbright.
Steel and
Otters,
Stormbright.
That is my story that
Yep.
I'm hoping to
chapter am I
publish here in a few
later
months.
reading?
That's coming out later this fall is the tentative schedule. Is that correct?
Right. The tentative schedule is August of this year. It could be pushed back just depending on if I need to make any major changes. So far, that doesn't look like it's the case. That and just
Really
getting
much.
illustrations set up. After that, it's a pretty well a straight shot to publishing, hitting that publish button.
Otter, what chapter did you send me?
What chapter did I send you?
Yeah, which one am I supposed to beta reading? It's 8, ain't it?
I think so. Yeah. Last time we were talking, you had read through chapter 7.
Yeah.
Well, somebody at work said, "Hey, you're into books. Here you go," and gave me one. Called a ton of crap. It's just a bunch of. It's meant to be read in the bathroom. A bunch of little factoids and whatever. But what I'm actually reading right now is this: Twin Sons of Corolla by Black Knight.
Good book.
When I'm done this semester, I'm planning to dive into Starshare this summer.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with it.
Everybody's been hyping it up, so I'm like, I gotta try. I'm gonna try.
Then after that, I'm on to Ship of Fools, and then after that, it's either gonna be Myriasphere Origins or Association of Ishtar Bound for the Styx. I need to get through both of those, and I still have to get to at least Perils of Sasha Reed Volume 2 at some point. It's been months since I read the first one.
There's so much to read. That's the problem, and the
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, but then when you're trying to do that plus do your own project at the same time, and then what was that other thing? Work. Yeah, that gets in the way a lot. But
Work is that
it supports it and gets in the way at the same time. It's weird.
Work is that pesky little demon on your shoulders saying, "You can't right now. You've got other things to do."
Yeah, it's weird how much drive I have to if I were home right now, I'd be tapping away at that keyboard, and then when I get home, I'm like, I don't want to do squat.
Yeah, that's why I normally write in the morning. Sometimes I write afterwards, but I don't know. At least when it comes to writing for me, when I'm still just waking up and I'm like half there, perfect time to write.
Yeah, I was really hoping to finish off my manuscript today, but I still got a couple more chapters to go. But I got a lot down today, so getting there. Once I wrap up that first draft, then it's like maybe a month, maybe 2 of going through fine tuning, fixing, tweaking, and making it good. Right now, all I have is a beautiful mess. It'll be better after that. Yeah, I like my first book. When I finished the first draft and went through it, I hated it.
Same.
Yeah. And I was sitting here going, wow, Daniel Green was right. I had read watched one of his videos about what his experience in publishing his own book. And he said, you're going to hate that. And when you first finish it, you're going to hate it. And I had already finished it by this point and had gone through. And I was like, yeah, I remember that. I was embarrassed to be reading what I wrote at first. But then by the time I was done, I don't know what shift happened, but I ended up loving it by the end, which is a good thing if I'm going to put it out there. But
what I've noticed is your first draft, you will fucking hate it. But with each subsequent draft, it steadily gets better and better. You start to like it more and more. You get more attached.
Yeah. Chill Kid says, Same, all day at work, nothing but ideas. I write notes all over my hand and not them in my notebook on my break. Yeah, that's something I got to remember to do. I have ideas to pop the head, and I should really write them down instead of saying, "Hey, I'll note that when I get home," because by the time I get home, it's gone. Problem is, when you drive for a living, you don't. Writing is not really always optimal.
Hey,
Oh, we got Chill Kid.
Chill Kid, what's up, man?
Hey.
Now spread them
How's
beers.
it going, guys?
Good. Good to see you.
Spread that
There we go.
mustache.
Okay.
Get a top hat.
Then my
Yes.
headphones wouldn't fit. So
Get a bowler.
Get ridiculously long bands.
It's-
so it just goes up
it's
and
never
over
stopped
squares.
Yeah,
No.
I actually might now.
What he's got to do is he's got to cut holes into his top hat so he can just place.
I'm gonna make the world's first top hat / headphones. Is what I'll do.
Yes.
Chill Kid, when is your
Yes, sir.
next album coming out?
Oh man, that's a great question. I've only got one song done, and then I've got a couple other projects people have asked for help with. Black Knight wanted a song, but I've got to read through. He sent me a PDF to read through first, and then there was the Shellac, Tales of Shellac, Shalar. No, Shalar. And somebody asked me to make a song for that. So between that and Smoke Show, I kind of got off track for Try Hard, but hopefully I can get the music video done, and then get the single out, and then be back working on the album within the next month or two here. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah. I'm really, really bad at this, but I appreciate you asking.
Now, if Royce is still listening, he's probably going, "What the hell? Chill Kid's on this too?"
Well, my girls have been asking me to read to them, so we got to chapter 4 on Call of the Wild, which is where Dave dies. So yeah, it was tough. That last couple lines where they describe leaving Dave in the snow, and then the driver going back, and a revolver shot rings out. And my kids are sitting there looking at me just intently, and I had to they're like, "Are you okay, Papa?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I used to have a dog that was like, a quarter husky, and it was like the most energetic dog I ever had.
Huskies are just by nature gorgeous.
They're very beautiful dogs
now.
A one-eyed dog?
Yeah.
Well, that dog will think again before talking back to you, I guess.
Lucky the pizza dog.
Yeah.
Can't believe I just referenced Hawkeye.
Talking about Call of the Wild like that while reading it off to both your girls, it makes me think of a review I had read for Watership Down before I'd read through it myself. Yeah. Apparently he had read it to both of his sons, like chapter by chapter, and I think he was getting really emotional around the final few chapters, and I read through that book myself, and I can definitely see why that book's.
Yeah, I was
really
probably.
intense.
I was quiet for a good 20 seconds. Hang on, what is this? Howdy, sir. To be honest, and did you read Punisher Max?
Meet Jose Hernandez.
Hi, Jose. How are you? I have not read Punisher Max. I got to be honest with you. I'm a very slow reader, and so it's. I've got a big stack of books, and I finally dug up my old Kobo so that I can put Black Knight's books on there and just read through them. Also, I was kind of thinking if anybody in the group knows how to make an app, I've got an idea for an app that'll make slow readers like me really, really happy. But where you can make custom audiobooks with some sort of AI text-to-speech voice that can,
I'm surprised that's not already there. I
haven't found one that I like yet.
I went digging through my Kindle thinking there's got to be a feature like that in there. I mean, in my word processor, I could do that with what I write. I'm sure this high-tech Kindle thing, nope.
Because we could dedicate it to the IronAge and everything. Like it could be
because I sat there.
Into that.
Yeah, the light bulb came on. I'm like, if I got text to speech, I could listen to this stuff while I drive. I don't need to go by audio versions.
I don't get any signal at work. So like I used to listen to YouTube videos and stuff when I was working, but this job, none. I get no signal at all. So like I'm just listening to music, but I could be using that time to fire through a bunch of books. So
Hey,
yeah.
chill, kid.
Yes.
The real question is, are you going to read your kids Ariel, the Mermaid?
From what I've heard of it, probably not, but I might have a chuckle at it for sure. It sounds
Otter,
really interesting.
Yes.
Otter, what was that gummy bear
I haven't
review that
seen
you
it
sent
until
me?
now.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, go to the other cover.
I
Show
was
them all
listening.
the
I
covers.
just didn't see it.
Here's the main
my
cover.
wife is gonna kill me if I buy that.
It's a fucking
Hang on, let
beautiful
me get us out of the way.
I liked the
Perfect.
Sebastian the crab. That I laughed very, very loud in my driveway when I heard that.
I mean,
By the
ass is
way-
a good descriptor for the front cover, but not in the way you would normally associate.
Hey, it was funny. I was listening to Royce's Sunday stream earlier while I was working on something. Goodness gracious, it's gonna get me in trouble.
Great balls of fire.
Little
That
Mermaid,
was what they meant
Rule
by she'll
34
float.
edition.
Oh,
Like,
go to the description under the cover above you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh, what
Pixel
did it
couldn't
say?
decide which image he liked more for the cover, so he picked both. When asked why he chose to lay it out the way he did, he shrugged and said, "It looks cooler. Enjoy."
Yeah, I got a good laugh out of Royce. Yeah, he was yelling at somebody for talking to him about something with Comicsgate, and I know I was late on it, so I was just listening to the video upload. But man, that was fun. I was thinking the little happy face with the popcorn emoji, you know.
Hey,
He went
Otter, what
off.
was that review you sent me of the gummy bears?
Oh, Lord. That is an Amazon review that's pretty infamous in some
Oh, yeah.
internet circles. The sugar-free Haribo gummy bears. Jill Kid knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I read
'Cause I
those with
read,
my
like, the
wife the other
first
day,
thing, and I was
or
like-
probably a couple of years ago.
It's
I
not
read,
a
like, the
review,
first
it's a
part of it, and I
full-on
was like,
short
what the fuck am I
story.
reading?
And it's very well
Yeah.
written on top of that.
I mean, if you read them, there's hundreds of them that are like that. People describing just their bowels turning them inside out after eating this bag of gummy bears.
Whenever I rediscover
Wait till they find
that
out what's in a
review-
hot dog.
Yeah, really.
Well, I don't think I've ever shit my brains out after having a hot dog. So I was
Yeah,
I
bring
was
hot
very
dogs.
impressed with the descriptions.
Look, I was running on a hot dog yesterday, so don't make fun of it. That got me through the day yesterday.
We could have an actual live read of that review.
Yeah, we need to get somebody who can do a really nice like British accent or something, like a very serious, play it straight kind of thing. That'd be pretty funny.
Hold up, chill, kid. But you got to also
Michael
do
Caine?
like a
Yeah,
you
like
know,
Michael Caine.
do like a loop soundtrack for it. While
Yeah,
the
I could
video's
do that.
playing in the background.
I could. I've done some pretty epic music. There's a group that was doing a more of like a adventure live role play kind of game, and like I can do some pretty epic music for it. It'd be really fun. I never released
have
that
a
as an
British person on
album
Gilded.
because I'm so choking.
We
Okay.
have a British
Well,
person on Gilded.
On this note, I'm not hating on the guy, but I need to know that I'm not crazy here. Okay, Archcast. Have any of you guys listened to Archcast on YouTube?
I have not.
I've
Okay,
listened to
so-
some of his stuff.
Right, and he's a pretty intelligent guy. He's really funny. He laughs a little bit too much at his own jokes, but we all do sometimes. But I swear to God, this guy, there's no way he's actually British. Like, it's a character. It has to be a character. And I haven't had anybody else tell me they know who he is. So, like, if you listen to him, he breaks out of his accent really regularly. Not like Sydney from Sydney Watson, you know? Like, I know Australian people that have that half and half accent, but this dude, he like only rolls certain R's, that like royal, you know, kind of British foppish accent.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Caricature of one.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't blame him if it's a caricature.
But you're just not sure which it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's good enough to not be certain.
Right.
Well,
It sounds like a white guy like me trying to do a British accent for a character.
What was
for a
that
show.
Family Guy cutaway where they're talking about those guys that speak English so well they almost sound native but not quite?
Oh,
And then the two blonde, like Eastern European guys talking to each other, like sounding normal, and then all of a sudden they get some words wrong or the accent slightly wrong in some words.
yeah. I have a Hispanic friend who's like that. Everything's just fine until he reaches certain things, and he'll go full AOC on you. It's pretty funny.
Dude,
He'll be like,
it'll-
Brazil.
Oh,
Hey,
you
we're gonna go
realize
down to
what
the
you
store and
just
buy
brought
some
in?
Brazil nuts.
Do you realize what you just triggered?
Oh
You
boy.
mentioned her name.
Okay,
Space
what I meant
laser.
was
You brought down the hammer of Jews.
oh, bring it on. That's funny.
I did not see that coming.
That's what she said.
But
No,
chill, kid. What if you-
last week, Billy Bob was sitting there going, play it, when Royce was going on a rant. And I finally went and played it and didn't realize it was on loop. So it like repeated.
It's like
We
the
tore
remix.
up-
You're getting into my game a little bit here.
We tore up all of Australia with that. She dropped so many of the beams in a row.
chill, kid? What if you find out that Archcast dude is actually like Jamaican? The entire time?
Yeah, I'll be like, I called it. I'll make a whole career on it.
The Jamaican accent is actually very interesting because anybody can imitate it and you recognize right away what accent they're imitating, but nobody actually does it right.
That's fair.
It's very difficult to properly imitate, but anybody imitating it is recognizable regardless.
Well, Madame Cleo had it down pretty good. She's from like Ohio. So
Yeah,
isn't she like from somewhere like no place, Ohio? Akron or
I don't
something?
remember, but yeah,
But call me now for your free reading.
yeah. Every once in a while, I bring her up just to remind the world that she existed.
Yeah. Oh man, it was such a good grift. Oh my god.
She was the medium that would put us in contact with the deceased Budweiser frogs.
What was that other dude that did kind of the same thing? And he looked like Max Madsen.
Crossing
or
over
whatever.
with John Edwards.
Yeah, where he'd be like, "Does anybody here? I'm getting the color red and the letter F," and it'd be like, "My Uncle Frank loves the color red." Now, I'm getting a funeral. I'm very sorry. No, Frank's fine. But his dog died 15 years ago. That's pretty recent. What? Like, it was just such a
Sketch
weird
comedies
show.
loved him.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people loved him. A lot of teary-eyed,
Yeah.
single
Well,
ladies. in their
even
50s
people
loved
who
him.
didn't buy a lick of it still loved his show. So I thought
yeah.
it was entertaining. I guess
Yep.
he had some kind of stage presence or something.
Yeah, I mean, like I thought it was funny because right after that, I like went to a couple seminars on how to kind of cold read a room like that, and I never figured out how to do it well, but you could see how he got there. He got his own show because of it.
You probably have trouble comprehending it for the same reasons as me.
Right. I'm an honest person who doesn't like deceiving people. That
Yeah. Well, the autism kind of gets in the way of that too.
it is true. The abstraction kind of makes it tough because
Yeah, everything is so abstract. It's like if somebody says gray area in my brain, that just translates to they're lying to me.
Well, how I handled that, I learned to handle like the difference between being serious and like sarcasm and then just a normal joke is by just studying a lot of media, a lot of great classic comedies, especially all the early SNL guys, their movies and their stand-up, like learning how to cross those lines was tough for me until I saw people doing it and then watched the people in the room reacting. So
I learned
things
social
that-
interactions from watching episodes of House, then wondered why I had no friends.
Fair enough. I started with Ren and Stimpy. Not a smart move. Not a smart move at all.
Then you sort of have the Matt Walsh effect where you're not really sure if he's being sarcastic or serious, and so you get this
Yeah.
weird sort of gaslighting.
Well,
few
I'm
years
starting to
ago-
get him pinned down too. You're right. It is tough at first, but like especially when he like berates his own fans, but like it's about something that at first I'm like, damn, that's harsh, and then I realize, okay, yeah, that's how it's kind of his shtick, where he complains about people. You're all canceled, all of you. That's why today the entire world is canceled, except for me, of course, which is why I'm also canceled. And like, what?
It's like this weird alternation between being serious and being sarcastic, so you're not sure
Yeah.
where the sincerity ends and the comedy begins. That's what's dangerous about that kind of
Right.
Yeah, I did it so much. One day, I said something. Sonnet said right back to me. She goes, "I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or serious I didn't know
Yeah.
which one did. I didn't know either. And I'm the one who said
Yeah.
it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should give the sarcasm a rest because I don't know anymore.
Right. And you know what? And that's a really good point you make there, because especially with my kids, once I learned how to use sarcasm, I mean, it started to be a thing. Is it's in my language in times where I don't want it to be. So I don't want to do that to my kids, because there's been more
Other
than once
people,
where
man.
I've been frustrated and told a joke, and like when I'm like especially my oldest looked at me and said, "Is that true?" Like, kind of hurt a little bit, and I didn't really mean to hurt her. So yeah, there are times where it's like, man, I'm getting too deep in the sarcasm. Which, if you look at the root words of sarcasm, there's sar and chasm. Sar meaning human flesh in the I think the Latin, and chasm creating a chasm. So you're basically tearing flesh open. Hi, Kikoman. I saw
I
that.
never heard that before.
Hail
So we
Yeah.
got
the,
the
The soy is in the room.
Woo! The
Hold up.
General
Oh
Secretary
yeah,
of
soy
the
sauce. There we go.
Socialists. The General
Kiko
Secretary
Man,
of
you
the
came in too
Socialists.
late. The alternate
she
version
said.
Kiko Man left.
Namokeek.
I just, as long as we can get
She's
the
saying
Kiko
that to you.
Bam
I'm feel
sometime
sorry for you, Otter.
today.
Say that
Say
again.
that one more time.
I say I'm sorry that she's saying that to you, Otter.
Oh no, I meant Chill Kid. I couldn't hear what Chill Kid
Oh,
said.
the Kiko Beam from the video.
Oh yeah, Kiko Punch.
When I first discovered Flash, like me and my friends would watch that video over and over again. There's 2 different dubs of it too, but it was amazing. Oh, don't hail me! No. At ease. I don't know. What do you say? Yeah.
Yeah,
Who left?
the other Kikoman was
I
here a
scared
little
everyone
while
off.
ago. Kiko.
What?
The alternate universe Kiko Man.
I can't wait to
Mirror,
see
mirror,
this
Kikoman.
cross-universe battle of the Kikomans.
It's going to be epic.
Well, they're going to be drawn to each other like
And you'll
Highlander.
end up with
so-
soy sauce that boosts
that's what it is.
testosterone from the alternate universe.
Crisis on Infinite Soy.
The duel of soy.
LOL. Oh yeah.
And we
I don't know
have
why I'm,
dystopian
like, immediately
future,
drawn
Kikomon
to
Soylent Green.
It's
I regret
people!
nothing for that corny ass joke.
Oh, it was fine. It was good.
After
So I
hearing
didn't
my
mean to
own
come in and
jokes,
take
you can
over.
joke that all you want.
There you go.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
So I gotta apologize. My entire studio, you can't see it, but it's all torn up and there's like soldering iron, wire and stuff everywhere. So like I had to take a bunch of stuff out of here. So if the sound sounds terrible, it's because I didn't expect to be even recording anything. So
dude,
Right.
have you heard my voice? It's cool.
no, you sound great. You sound great, buddy.
Have you heard
Yeah,
my
eventually
voice?
you gotta get a mic stand.
No, can I hear your voice?
Frequency.
This is my voice.
Can you hear
I
me
am
now?
speaking it right now.
Good. Can you hear
Do
me
it
now?
again.
Good.
What?
Can you hear me
I
now?
shall repeat it.
There was didn't Dave Chappelle make fun of that? Like the guy like peeked in on somebody who was in the stall, like in the bathroom. Can you hear me now? Ah!
I vaguely
No,
remember
but that
that.
sounds like something
skit.
you would do.
Yeah, it was.
I
it was
hadn't
classic
seen
stuff.
it, but
Yeah,
I think everyone knows the killing them softly skit that he does.
I got to be honest with you. I just found out I'm not everyone. That's
Yeah.
really depressing. I did not see that one in particular.
There's one bit in that stand-up that my family and I will always talk about
stand
is where Dave is going to the ghetto, and he's talking about how just strange the ghetto is at nighttime, like 3 a.m, and all of
Yeah,
a sudden he
okay.
just spots a baby selling weed in the corner. And he's like, "What are you doing, baby? You're not supposed to be selling weed."
so,
Wait, what the
if the
kid
baby's
says,
selling
like,
weed, it's probably Stewie Griffin.
What? He says, "F you, and I got kids to feed."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh damn!" Oh, that was hilarious.
I got
So that was the
kids to
one who
feed.
came back on Netflix, right? When he finally came
don't-
back.
I don't know. I think I probably downloaded that on like LimeWire a whole bit.
Well, I'm just remembering when that one was, because that one also had the fucking gay teddy bears, the Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
Build a
remember
Bear,
that
but
particular
the,
part.
Readout. Did you want that one shared?
Oh yeah, it's 17 seconds. You're fine.
Okay.
I'll say one
Like-
thing: those teddy
You s-
bears looked
you said
absolutely
it.
fabulous.
Cartman in the Ghetto.
In the ghetto, on the cold and gray Chicago moon, another little baby child is born in the ghetto, and then mama cries, 'cause it's one thing that she don't need, there's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto,
Dude, I love your recommended. This is great.
When I drive across the tracks every
Hey,
evening.
Frog.
Holy shit! A Herman
Wait a minute, you
appeared.
goddamn hippie.
Yep. Done.
Hippies don't have money.
You will respect my authority.
Immigrant him.
I am the
I'm
dog,
gonna turn
the
the
big
volume
bad
down
dog.
just a little bit.
The Bane respect my authority is the best one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get out of the cab, please. But
Oh yeah,
hey,
that
I'm
one.
in a trailer park house. Sir, please get out of the car.
Step out of the cab, please, sir. Please step out of the car.
Chill Kid, I really hope to one day in the not too distant future be commissioning you for scoring a video game.
Oh, I would love
I
to.
still want to find a way to convert that into a game. If I do,
that'd be
you will be
fantastic.
hearing from me.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I still have a lot to learn. After I did my first one, I actually started looking up different people who did the soundtracks to the games that I really enjoyed the music, and
Yeah.
just it's a very it's a very cool world to get into it, but it's really complicated how they do their production.
Yeah, I mean,
Mass
because
Effect
some
has
things
one of
they'd
my
have to
favorite
like
soundtracks.
time up with certain scenes and then have it loop in
Mhm.
others, and I would imagine
Yeah.
it's got to be mind bending to keep it all straight.
Well, yeah, I
Mass
mean,
Effect
like,
Programming
my
meets
favorite
art, meets
soundtrack.
science. It's
yep.
all sorts of
Well,
jazz.
what we ended up doing on the game that I did the whole soundtrack for was we made it to where there was they went to 9 different planets for the levels, right? So each planet had the base theme, and then had the kind of the theme that plays while you're just getting resources together and building stuff, and then there was like the warning theme that plays to let you know prepare for battle, and then there was the combat music. And then I had to make the menu music that had 3 parts to it. So as you got further into selecting your stuff, the music changed. So that one was fun. And then I made the menu music the base for the boss battle music for the final showdown. So and what happened is they made sure that the music plays, like all the tracks are playing simultaneously in each level. All 3 tracks are playing at the same time, right? And but the ones there, they kind of crossfade them in depending on what's going on. So that was a lot of fun to put that together and make sure that every part of the song could loop into the other part seamlessly and still sound good. So that was a fun challenge.
That would be what you were dealing with on the space albums.
Yes. The final releases, some of those songs, I needed to do a lot of work to make them to where they don't just sound like 3 separate songs in one track. Oh, and then also, this was a fun idea I came up with that they had to figure out how to program it, is I also made an 8-bit version of the core tracks so that when you pause the game, it doesn't go silent, because that's what it was in the prototype. And so I made an 8-bit version of it, and it loops into that too, and it sounds seamless as well.
So it's the regular version, and when you hit pause, you're hearing the 8-bit version. It continues on just 8-bit, and then when you resume play, it goes back to normal.
Yep, because
That's
before it would just
awesome.
go silent when you would turn it off, or when you pause it. And I was like, guys, I think we could do something here, and they were able to figure it out. So it ended up really to be a fun thing.
Sweet. Let's see. I'm on your Space Disc 1.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of
which do you
tracks.
suggest? Shall I fire one of these up?
Well, the one I've been listening to and geeking out about a lot. Well, there's 2 of them. There's Cheat Codes and Ignoring Protocol. Those ended up being some of my absolute favorites on the whole album.
All right.
But I
got
feel
them
bad
both
because I don't
right
want
here.
to take over the whole stream. But
Dude,
yeah.
the stream is just us chatting about this stuff. So
We are
Yeah,
happy to show.
yeah.
Well, you know what? If you guys, how many writers do we have on the stream tonight?
1,
I know we got
2, 3,
Wrangler, right?
4. We got 4. Well,
Okay, so I want to pitch.
Readout. I don't know if you've done much, right? He does a lot of preserving of
Yeah,
historical
I
writings.
caught a
don't know
couple
if
of
you've
his
done
life.
any writing.
his,
I
uh,
write nonfiction,
videos.
nonfiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
I
think
guess
some of
all of
those
us are
So then
writers
it's
in some
typewriters.
capacity.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because I at one point I was trying to write a sci-fi, and I realized I was getting way in over my head because the way that the kind of sci-fi that I like really has a lot of questions covered. You know, I really like Michael Crichton, and he's very diligent. You know, Asimov. Who else we got?
I can't
You know, the kind of writers that
believe-
really research well.
Yeah.
And I realized that I just am in over my head with that story, even though it's a pretty simple premise. But I came up with a couple of stories that fit into kind of like a Skyrim kind of world. Hey, there we go, Jose. All right. But
Jose
if
got
there's
quite
time-
the interesting story.
does he?
Chill
Why-
Kid, do
maybe
you
we'll hear
know
that today.
Jose's story?
I am
Jose,
going to go
drop-
ahead and say I probably don't.
Jose, drop your synopsis while Chill Kid continues to speak. Go on, sir.
Oh, so yeah, I came up with two different characters for books that kind of fit into the same element, the same what do you call it? Extended
Continuity?
universe, and what do you call it? Continuity. There we go. So the first one was actually a meme kind of idea I came up with at work when my phone wasn't working, so I couldn't listen to music. But I came up with this, like, the question of when you play Uncharted or Skyrim, or even like Legend of Zelda, when you go into a dungeon that supposedly is like sealed because you just opened it with the mystical key you had to go get or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And all the candles are lit. You know, like all the candles and lamps in the whole place, everything's working, and someone went around and lit the candles before you got there. Like, it's ridiculous. So I was thinking, like, what kind of a character would need to do that? Why? And at first I was just kind of chuckling to myself, but after a little bit I started to believe my own hype and go, wait a minute, this is actually an interesting character. So I came up with a person for why they would need to do that, and who pressed them into that service. And so making a story around a character that's kind of been tricked by a demon into having to light candles to keep the dungeon working for the adventurers, right? And he has to
Be a
like wake
really
up the
cool
Draugr.
story out of that.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
awesome.
at first I was just thinking it was a stupid idea. The more I thought, I was like, man, that's actually kind of fun.
And all,
Right?
hey, and all you gotta do is change the main character's name to Shalar, and you have a Shalar story.
I have a sure.
And
Just put
instead
it into
of
the universe. It's
lighting
officially
candles,
licensed.
he's questing for his balls.
Listen here.
But you ran
Right
into an
for
issue,
your-
Chill Kid, that I deal with.
Was
Because
that?
remember, my book was originally intended to be a video game, and I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to look at game mechanics that would make sense if it was just a game on screen, but in a narrative setting, it makes zero sense whatsoever. I like to use the example of Castlevania. You
Yeah.
break a brick in the wall, and there's a nice big pork chop, fresh cooked. Well, who put it there?
Dude,
The
you
cook
don't have a
finished that up and go, "This is
Hold
so
on.
good, I'm gonna brick it in the wall."
Now, the rest of you guys, I know you already know, but Wrangler, you don't have a pork chop brick in your basement? Doesn't
don't.
everybody?
Yeah.
You move
Well,
it once a
weird.
day.
I
and you
got
pork
some
chop out of
bacon
there.
ones,
I have my
Yeah.
own
Let's see,
personal
here we
pork
go.
chop stash.
Yeah,
but
it's just
narratively
you
it
move
makes
the
no
brick
sense.
every day, and you get one pork chop.
One pork
Hey,
chop a
hey,
day.
hey! I
If
have
I'm really
all.
splurging, maybe two.
Listen, I have all my fresh green apples in a barrel in a flooded, basement.
And yeah, none of them are rotted. Nothing. This head of cabbage has been here for millennia, but it's waiting for me.
Oh, it's perfectly fermented. Good gut flora waiting to happen.
The
Yeah.
the
you go,
immortal cabbage.
The immortal cabbage. I'm not
The
sure I want to
immortal
eat
cabbage.
this. What's it gonna do to my intestines?
I
It's
imagine
going to
it
grow
doesn't look
good gut
either.
flora. So
once
you digest
once
better.
consumed, it never leaves you.
It's
What's wrong
pre-fermented.
with
You
your
just get drunk
face?
forever.
You will never be the same.
The everlasting gobstopper of
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yes.
Well, okay, so then that was the premise for that story, and then I came up with another one because I was interested in this short story I read a while ago about this kid who was there was like a wizard with like moose antlers who like ended up kind of taking this kid as his like understudy, you know, and I just thought that was an interesting idea. And it was kind of like an infamous evil character, but then he ended up, you know, being a mentor to this kid. So I thought of a story of this kid who is a squire to a knight, and there's like an outlaw archer who's like infamous in the land, you know, and that archer they're going to hunt the guy down for the bounty, and that archer kills the knight so that the squire kind of takes up for his knight and then continues hunting this famous, you know, archer that can basically do anything with his bow and arrow, right? And through the process of hunting him down in the woods, he's angry at him. He's just a wild kid who's trying to hunt this guy down with no experience. And the archer is calling to him through the woods and like mentoring him on how to be a better archer, how to hunt, how to track him down, and basically conferring all his knowledge to him. And by the time he finally hunts him down, you know, the kid is ready to become that archer and take his place. And I thought of a way for that archer for the kid to have to come into the temple where this other character is tending to the lamps and waking the Draugr and stuff. And I've thought of a bunch of details for both stories, and I don't want to like just dump them all here. But if anybody's interested, it'd be kind of cool to do like kind of like a writer's workshop, because I'm clueless as to how to make these stories happen. But I've got a bunch of fun lore already thought up, you know, on what these characters are doing and why and what they're capable
A lot
of.
of happy little accidents.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really fun to come up with, because I don't have to go call it. You know, with my sci-fi story, I'm trying to make all the mechanics work and make sense, and I'm talking with a physicist and then a college professor and stuff, and they take forever to get back to me, and I forget a lot of what I started. Okay, Chilkit, I posted the synopsis. Where's that at? Sorry.
How's it
Hello?
going, Maji?
It's going. It sounds like I dropped in at the right moment. That sounds awesome, Chill Kid.
Well, thank you. I'm helpless as figuring out how to get these stories started, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, everybody has their mystical things that like they have certain powers or certain things that do certain things. Like the kid gets tricked into being the lamplighter by this demon, but he's given like a gold pouch that never empties. But he's only allowed to leave the dungeon and go buy the supplies he needs for the dungeon like once a year or something like that. Passion projects you can publish without commission. Obviously, you need to make a living, but you think in Ed Your Hop, Army of Angels. I'm not familiar with that. What is that? Okay, the song was great, but the artist didn't think it would sell. Does it? Could you explain more about that? I don't know what that references to.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let me type in the search Army of Angels and
he's
see what pops
asking-
up.
If you have some passion projects that you can publish without commission, so
Okay.
I'm guessing publishing it just to publish it. He says,
Yeah, I mean,
obviously you need to
I
make
can
a
work on
living,
them.
but I keep thinking of Edgar Harp, Armory of Angels. It's a song that blew up and the artist didn't think it would sell. So
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I the other day was my 12th anniversary with my wife, and so for the last two,
Congratulations.
yeah, I mean it's awesome. Even when it's bad, it's good. But I didn't have a lot of money to buy anything specifically for it, or I wanted to take us on a little vacation.
blink
as a family.
twice if you need
Couldn't
help.
afford it. What was that video with the guy with his girlfriend? It's my birthday, and because it's my birthday, everybody kept stitching the video with him holding her hostage. Her hands were tied under. It was hilarious. Okay, but I wrote her a song instead because I didn't have any money to take her out like I wanted to, and it was supposed to be just a thing between the two of us, and it was supposed to be a surprise for her. But it's kind of taken off. I had a couple people listen to it, and they weren't supposed to tell anyone, and they like passed it around all my entire work, so everyone loves it. And I think I'm releasing it as a single, and I made an album cover and everything. But yeah, I mean that would be wild if that was the thing. After 30 years of making music, I make this silly pop song for my wife, and ends up being the thing that blows up. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, imagine the Crow vigilante. If Ned Stark was actually really smart, as dangerous as the bad guys, still with a sense of right and wrong. Yeah, I didn't ever get to watch the show, unfortunately. But I did come up with an idea that instead of a dragon guarding gold in the dungeon, there's a gigantic crow, because in this land there's certain animals that did get enchanted, and they're just bigger or weirder than normal animals, right? But just like the same Is it just a crow, but it's like bigger than a man?
Listen, chill kid. Mine's better
Yes.
because it's him regaining his balls.
Okay, well, balls are important, yes, unless you have testicular cancer.
It's such a meaningful journey.
sorry
that
if
our
anybody
protagonist
just
voice
realized-
deepens as we go along.
I will say that I am sorry if anybody in here has been affected by testicular cancer. I didn't realize it when I said it. That might be a
Thanks
problem.
a lot. I'm offended now.
You are forgiven.
Yeah, well, now just to make it up to you, I will get cancer in both my balls.
Actually,
Wait,
You're
hold on.
welcome.
Please don't.
You're
That's-
welcome. No,
From what I understand, that's no fun.
actually, I know somebody who had it, and it's actually
Lance Armstrong.
no. This
Tom
is
Green?
a friend of mine. No, yeah,
Oh.
nobody knows. Yeah, those guys don't know me. Anyways, yeah. So he had it, and it's actually one of the more curable ones, believe it or not. So I
yeah?
don't recommend you get it. Yeah. So
Just like some tangerine essential oil, just all over the nuts.
no. It just-
No, okay, then I should stop doing that, or
Yeah,
I'm doing it right now. I'm not wearing pants. I'm just kidding.
So
Hey.
that's the sound I'm hearing.
I didn't.
Yes, it's not me
know that.
breathing on the microphone. Well, kind of.
So I'm probably gonna lose signal again. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but thought I'd drop in, say hi, and
Yeah, nice
Yes.
surprise. Didn't think you were gonna make it because I know you tried earlier. It wasn't working.
You got to get back and do the Swahili dance to keep me here, keep my ghost here.
well, we are kind of hugging Mount St. Helens National Park right now. It's kind of nice. It's actually really gorgeous.
Your
up
arms
here.
must
Yeah,
be huge.
we have someone on the show right now, live from Mount St. Helens.
Tell us, Maji,
What's that
how's the
sound?
weather?
Impressive, doesn't it?
Did you
See, we
find the
can't-
Bigfoot memorial?
Well, the trees are very thick. I can tell you that.
That's the way we like them. Thick trees.
2 C's.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kiko, Mom.
Yeah.
So what's this video? Oh, frankly, everything this chat comes up with is way better than anything those parasites in Hollywood could ever make. Hey, I'll give you that one.
I won't
I mean,
disagree with
not
him.
not
I'll pat my
ever
own
though.
back
I mean,
there.
Oh,
there was
take
some
that.
good movies for a while back.
Okay. So a pitch meeting. Okay. So it's
Yes.
Little Mermaid in space.
And she's just slowly freezing to death and suffocating.
This is Ariel,
Yes.
the space whale.
It's a very short
Oh,
movie.
God.
And it'll be a
Quite
musical.
uncomfortable. Musical.
How's the
In
song
space,
go?
no one could hear you sing.
Yesterday, I think I was watching Swords and Starships live stream. We got talking in the chat about sound effects in space. Like I said, after I saw the show Firefly, ever since then, whenever I saw a show and you hear clonks and booms in space, it bugs
was
me
that?
because I know that's not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But-
We're in the sphincter of hell. Yeah.
But I said in space, no one can hear me meme.
This is true.
So let's
All
play
right, so
Army
this is the
Rangers.
song that Kiko mentioned. Let's check it out.
I think it was it Kiko?
I do know that song from somewhere. That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it does sound a little familiar.
Did we just lose Maji?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I've
guess
heard
St.
this.
Helens erupted again.
Yeah, I heard a rumbling sound. Now she's gone.
I very much recognize this.
Yeah, so I guess Kiko,
know
you
what
were
this
saying
reminds
this
me
went
of?
everywhere because he didn't think it would sell. And I mean, I don't know what it is, and I know I've heard it.
I mean,
It
it's
reminds
it's
me of-
been
there was
used
a game
for
I played
battle
a while
music in so
back
many
about-
different series.
But have you guys ever played? There was a side-scrolling platformer where you're this like cat squirrel thing, and oh man, I wish I remembered the name. The music was freaking amazing though. I
know
got
what
it
you're
on
talking
Steam a while
about.
back. Well, if I try to pull up Steam, I'm probably gonna lose. It was a great game. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. But the music, the soundtrack, when I used to tattoo, most of the time I was either listening to that or Journey, the soundtrack from Journey, which is
Chill
another
Kid.
really weird big game. Yes.
Don't
You need
stop
to listen to
believing.
Mass Effect soundtrack.
Mass Effect. Yeah, I've heard some of that. I think I actually downloaded one of them on a recommendation. I'm looking
Makes me
to
wanna-
see if I can find some of the
Right.
soundtrack music.
Makes me want to go into my announcer
What was
voice.
that?
Makes me want to go into an
Please
announcer
do.
voice. No, I was just saying. Okay, then. In an age without heroes. Whatever.
One person shall
No,
rise.
you're doing great. I might have to tap you for that because that was a good voice. I like it. Yeah, I'm
gotta be
actually
kidding
gonna
me.
show you some of the soundtrack music I did.
I was
What
trying
am
to
I
get my
hearing?
cat to talk again, but he wasn't cooperating this time.
I thought somebody forgot to close a tab for a second there.
No, last week
Sounds like
Herman
tentacles.
was
I don't know.
Herman was in the middle of giving a talk, and all of a sudden here's because my cat walked up to me. I held the microphone up to him, and he just did that perfect timing, and he kept doing it again and again.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I'm gonna put it on a Dropbox link. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
One man
See,
will
there are no
rise.
legible words. Many people use it for background. Where was? Oh yeah, there's Namo Kick. He said,
Project.
y'all should play a hero song by Dvorak.
Dvorak. Or is it Dvorak?
In a
Guilty
land
Gearhead
divided by
says-
2 Kikomons, one shall
Isn't
rise above the others. Who shall win?
Isn't that one of the bad guys you fight in like the weird spirit realm in Skyrim and Solstheim or whatever? The one
The
with
what?
the cool mask. The guy in the robe and the cool mask, and then he has his own like realm. That's
Talking
like
about the
books and
Dragon
stuff like that.
Priest.
Yeah, isn't that Dvorak or whatever? No, maybe I got the
They got
the name
weird
wrong.
names.
They do. I think it's
I'm
something
thinking of
racist.
Hermaeus
That's all
Mora,
I
but
know.
I doubt that's who it is. It's probably an underling.
But yeah, he's the guy that. Yeah, I mean, I think you had to like go in and fight him. I kept his like robe and mask and put him on a mannequin in my house there, but like every time I'd come back, it was like a couple of feet further to the left of the mannequin.
Yeah,
It was
well,
just floating in
if
the
you
air.
collect them all, you can get like a 9th mask.
Hey, Kiko Man, you talking about Anton?
Oh yeah, those are the ones for Labyrinthia, right?
So, Kiko Man, you talking about Anton Dvorak? Yep.
Also, it's kind of
Dvorak-
funny. We got both
Dvorak
Kiko
is
Mans in
a is a classical music composer.
Oh, okay,
who's-
that's why that sounds familiar.
I want to say he did like Slavic dances, if I'm correct.
Isn't he the one that
who
did "I'm Too Sexy for This Shirt"? Is that the same person, or am I?
No, this
That
guy
was right,
like,
said Fred, I think.
There you
Let
go.
me go
He
look
was
it.
on. They were on the Lotus Eaters a couple of weeks ago. All right, copy link. Okay, now we're in it, boys. Here we go. I got something. I am such a millennial boomer. Okay.
Yeah, Anton Dvorak was born in September 8th, 1841. So
A youngin. Nice.
yeah, he's
Wait.
a Gen Xer. And let me go look
Yeah,
at
wasn't
some
he
of
in
the stuff.
Train Spotting? Is that
Yeah.
wrap
He
up
was
time frequency?
he was Silent Bob stand-in. Anyways,
There you go. His stunt double, his shrugging stunt double.
yeah. Let's see, string quartets, chamber music.
Well,
can
these are
never-
a couple of tracks that never ended up being a release because they're not really chill kid like at all. They're just interesting in game music, and I had a lot of fun making it. I don't know. I don't know if that's appropriate for the stream. I don't know.
But what's that? The link I have on screen?
Yeah. So those are just the two songs for the other project. I think they ended up kind of canning the project, but I had a lot of fun making the music, and they did use it for a little bit, but they ran out of money for the development.
Oh yeah, he Anton Dvorak did wrote the New World Symphony which is like the fifth, eighth, and ninth. His fifth, eighth, and ninth symphonies. So if you ever
Okay.
hear that, that was that guy. Oh, it's Slavonic
There's
dances.
no way I'm gonna remember it.
I learned that in preschool.
Somebody needs to change the battery in their smoke alarm, please. Safety first.
Fuck you, no.
Like, there's a strange comfort to that thing beeping every 20 minutes.
There's not even. It doesn't even work. I gotta rip it out of the fucking wall.
There you go.
How
That's
do
the
you
way to do
sleep?
it. See, and burn it. That'd be ironic.
So might you use this mix up again in something else, another project later on down the line, or?
Sure. I mean, they never finished the project that I know of, so it's kind of open game, fair game.
Frequency. I posted a link to my
This-
favorite Mass Effect 1 soundtrack.
This right
I'm
here
gonna
almost
save
makes
that
me
one.
think of the underwater track from Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, I know what you're.
Oh, yeah.
Certain parts of it, yeah, I see what you mean. It hits that same.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Smooth McGroove? Does acapella covers of video game songs, and he did that with just
Sounds
his voice.
familiar,
It was so freaking cool. I know I shared his cover of Overgrowth from Super Metroid and they pulled it at one point.
Dude, this
Yeah, I
is
bookmarked
so
that soundtrack, the Mass Effect song.
this so sounds like a Megadeth tune. That was a
Does
joke. By the way.
it?
That was a joke.
Okay,
It was a
I was
joke.
like, what?
Kidding.
I'm not. There's no words about Obama at all in this. What are you talking about? That's fair.
It's Kika
Yeah,
Man.
ours is pretty bad.
Show me. Show you. Kika Man.
Woo!
May the rain of soy.
I
never
hope
end.
you do something. I'm digging this.
This good.
We got a soy slut in here.
Make sure to follow me on my Only Soy.
Yes. Use soy to counteract those things like MSG and ESG.
Well, MSG is
I-
pretty good. So
I don't think ESG
Yeah, it
goes
is
on my
pretty good.
food, but I still don't want it anyway. How you doing, Kiko? It's good to see you, man.
well, I'm drunk as fuck, but I'm doing well.
Hey.
It's only Monday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I've got a little bit of vodka left, and I don't want to splash it out, tonight. So
Yeah, I'm glad you managed to pop in when you did, because we're going to be wrapping up here in a minute. But like Maji had a chance to make it in from out at a campground somewhere, and
You're
Kiko
like
hasn't
Spain
made it
in
in
the
for a while.
7
Here he
years
is, chill
You're
kid.
entering the war to lose it. At the very end.
I do think it's funny that you're like, I'm glad you showed up, because now we're gonna be leaving. So
No,
thank goodness your timing couldn't be better. Because bye.
I
I know that's not
yeah,
what you
I
meant.
could have
It's just
worded
what
that
my
a lot
autistic
better, I
brain
guess.
said.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I know that's not what you meant. At
And
all.
now that
It's fine.
Kiko Man has arrived, we've concluded our broadcast.
Yeah,
What
well,
what you
for the
should
Kiko
do is when
bye.
somebody shows up late, you should wrap up like something, like make it sound like, and that is how you make $1 million in 10 minutes. Oh, hey, look who's here. I can't say it again. No, I'm under contract. Sorry.
but since Kiko's here, there is something we have to play before we wrap it up.
Show
We
me.
gotta.
Show you.
Play the anthem of our people. The people song.
Uh,
No Wookiees, only soy
yes.
sauce.
This is my
Oh,
He
jam.
yeah.
is finally
Party
here
shirts
once
going
again,
$30.
ladies and gentlemen. The Kiko Pow will hit you tonight.
I don't get to hear the song in heaven. I mean hell.
Kiko Punch!
No, duh.
Show me.
Is this the one where he hangs himself?
Show
That sounded so great. I'm in tears.
I should learn the lyrics.
Beam.
Here comes the best part.
Kiko Beam! There it is!
Super Saiyan Kikomon.
How stupid I am.
There's one where he hangs himself.
All right.
And Otter's like, Jesus fuck, I joined the stream for this.
Yeah, originally I think you said you weren't going to be able to stick around long, and you stayed through the whole thing.
It's that moment
Dude,
where
hold
you're
on.
just looking at a car crash and you want to look away, but you just can't.
Oh no, you could never look away.
Never. Seriously, I'm
this is
trapped
a-
here. I need to get
this is
out.
Oh.
So real quick, I just found something really cool, and you guys don't have to check it out right now. But when I was younger, I was learning how to use Flash, and my friends and
Yeah.
I made some Flash videos, and I was like, "Is that stuff still up?" It's on Newgrounds, and I found it, and this was years and years ago. I can't even.
A historical artifact.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to drop that link in the chat?
If you want to, I just didn't even know it was still here. I haven't been on this site in a long
Dude, you should
time.
play it.
Oh god, crab battle.
Oh, dude, that was one of my favorite videos of all time, and it's one of my favorites. Yes.
Oh,
But yeah, I haven't
Join
seen these in
2003.
forever.
Don't you feel fucking old?
Kahuna, you missed it. We were
Yeah,
talking about this awesome adaptation of The Little Mermaid. You may have heard of it.
You missed
What's
the
Kahuna?
2 ultimate kahunas.
Bottom.
And then the awkward silence follows.
Yeah,
keeping up with
as we're all slow on the uptake after the Billy Bob's as the only one who reacted to it. And me, it usually takes me a couple seconds for me to go, "Oh yeah, that was a joke there, huh?" But then if you laugh
Yeah, he
at it
didn't even
late,
want
you
to give
look
you a
dumb.
fake laugh,
So
Otter.
I have an incredibly dry sense of humor, so it usually takes a second.
have a good
Hello,
one,
goodbye,
Jose.
Trippy.
Oh, Trippy, you joined? Goodbye.
Isn't that great? You guys are just like me now,
Tripster.
showing up at the end of everything.
Yeah, everybody's making sure they get in here before we wrap it up.
That's right. Now, Kiko man,
Fun.
what are your parting plugs?
Talking about my kahunas again.
Yes, we were. All 2 of them.
All right, Kiko man, good parting plugs. Herman.
Yeah, buy the Wizard Stone. Actually, the ebook for the Wizard Stone is on sale at Amazon right now. Because I had it on sale a couple other places, so they dropped the price to match it. So if you're interested in getting the ebook and reading it, it's available now for like 33% off.
Nice.
Don't know how long that's going to last, but and buy my book.
Buy my book.
Linked in the description below. Oh, by the way, Ultimate Kahuna, your project is also linked in the description below.
Hell yeah.
So a good way to segue that is we talk about a ghost of readout. Parting plugs.
Yes, I can feel that Maji has stopped the Swahili dancing, so I'm about to dissipate, and hopefully we'll find a way to resurrect it. But in the intermediate time, I'm going to shill not my main channel, but the podcast I'm trying to run with my co-host, and that is the Heterochrome Media Podcast, where we matchmake the oddest double features known to man. Most infamously, we thought it'd be a good idea to compare Neon Genesis Evangelion with The Wall. That was a 6 hours with a lot of alcohol. We are scarred for that, and you can listen to that and many more. We went on a little bit of a break with our work, but in June, we'll be back with regular uploads. So coming very soon, regular uploads from Heterochrome Media Podcast.
Yeah, but what is 6
Awesome.
hours to a ghost, you know?
That's
I got like
true.
eternity.
Well, I wasn't a ghost then.
You are now. You got a lot of time.
I do.
Damn it, Yusuke, you need to come back to the land of the living.
And
So
I put that link in the chat.
So speaking of the land of the living, we got Otter.
Hello, hello. So at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and shill for Downstream Pulp. It's my blog page where I'll post regular updates on reviews, articles on what I think about different pieces of media, etc., along with the occasional short story every here and there. Be sure to check me out
Post
there.
a link, Otter.
Yes. But other than that, expect to hear more from me soon concerning my new and upcoming book, Steel and Stormbright, The Curse of the Stars.
Nice.
Is that the outro music I hear?
It is. Chill Kid,
Yeah.
I think you're familiar with that. And I got to tell you what, the longer I've heard this time going on, the more I actually like it. So you really landed this well with me.
Thank you.
So thank you so much
I have a
for
lot
this.
of fun making it.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I'm gonna chill. Ariel, Merkmaid, Kapla. Back to you, Frequency.
And again, that link is in the description below. But
Can I-
going into the chat below is, oops, there we go.
Can I say?
Downstream Pulp. I just put that in there. I got to put that in the description a little bit later. Go ahead, Chill Kid.
Okay, so as I said, I've got Smoke Show that I'm about to release and get that out on Spotify. I'll have it up on Bandcamp just before that. But also, if anybody who is a writer is interested in trying to help me get the idea going for those stories, please DM me
We'll get you in the Gilded voice chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause that would be really cool. Because I feel like I got a tiger by the tail, and it's gonna get away. Because this is a much more accessible story, and I've got very low self-esteem, so yeah.
The first one would be really easy to do as short stories since it's him learning.
Right. So if anybody has time for that, please, hit me up. Otherwise, just look out for Smoke Show when I release that. I'm gonna try to get that out because it's just a fun pop song. So
Cool.
thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll talk
Hell,
about it over in
Chill Kid.
Gilded and get a plan hammered out.
Thank you, Kikaman. Hail Kikaman.
Woo!
Good stuff.
Yeah, that Ultimate Kahuna, you kind of he gave. I'm definitely gonna clip that and I'll put that up. So
Well, go ahead and hit me up in DM, and I'll just describe it to you because I took a lot of notes on it. I usually get to my break and I've got stuff written all over my hand from running my machine. I'll jot something down. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a cool idea. So yeah, it's some good stuff. I'm excited about it, but I don't know where to start, like at all.
yeah, that's kind of sometimes the toughest point. You got an idea and it's like all there, but in a jumble, it's like, how do I straighten this out? It takes some time.
Yep, for sure. It feels like untangling a 100-foot long extension cord,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one day you're like, "Oh, well, I got some of this in order. How did that happen?" You do.
I have
you do
little
get there.
conversations written down and little pieces, that have no clue how to start. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to throw out another shill for James Esparza's World Without End. The link is in the description below. Also, a link for Haley Starr, Bad Kitty. I talk about it. I seem to be biased, I guess, but I really like the book. I think you might want to check it out. So, link is in the description below. If y'all enjoyed this presentation, hit the like. If you didn't, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see y'all next time, and God bless.
Toodles.
Bye, guys.
Show you.
Kiko-man, Kiko-man.
Soy slut.
Oh yeah.
We're good in together.
Jewish space lasers.